Hey everyone, welcome to Victory Condition Gaming. My name is Doug. Today on the show, we're coming back with another Alien RPG actual play, and joining us for this actual play is the one and only Dave from the Effekt podcast. Dave, thanks so much for coming on and doing this actual play again. The first one went over was such, like, people are still watching it, commenting, saying it was so awesome, and they were so impressed with it that I'm so happy to have you come back on and do another actual play with us.
No, thanks, mate. I'm delighted to be invited back again, and can't wait to put you all through a bit more stress.
Yeah, I'm. The last episode was so stressful and it was such a great setting. I'm so excited for this one. Now, this is one that you've come up with on your own, if I'm not mistaken, correct?
Yeah, it's just one that I've done. I wanted to playtest some of the other rules that I've been lucky enough to work with Free League on for the core book, which is fantastic. And we're going to be testing. Well, if you get far enough, we'll be testing some of those rules in this game. I've run this once before, and the players didn't get to the point where we could start testing the new rules, so they didn't last that long.
Nice.
Hopefully, you'll do better than that.
Hopefully. Now, before we begin, there are a couple things that I would like to ask folks do if you're tuning in for the first time. Thank you so much for watching. I would ask you to hit that subscribe button down below, and then that way you're part of, you can join us every single time we go live with an actual play or with any kind of content that we put on this channel. I really appreciate everybody that tunes in and watches these. Also, I'd have you hit that like button down below, and that helps us kind of get noticed in the in the analytics there for YouTube, and kind of showcases everybody the awesome work that Dave is putting into this game, and the folks at Free League are putting out just a really cool RPG this for the end of the year. So yeah, that would help us out a great deal. Also, what I'm going to have you do is check out the Effekt podcast on pretty much everywhere you can listen to your podcast. I think you're on all the platforms at this point, Dave, right? Oh, you're muted, sir.
Yeah. Sorry, yeah, because that's my cold. I don't want to sniffle when everyone else is talking. Yeah, if you go to effektpodcast.org, I think you'll find everything you need there, but you should be able to find it through iTunes and everything else. Remember, that's Effekt with a K, which is the Swedish spelling, because obviously that's where we came from, because we started looking into all the Swedish games that Free League and the Ringen were putting out.
Yeah, you guys are just doing some great podcast content, and I'm subscribed to you, and I love everything that I love listening to you while I'm at work. So, without further ado, what I'm going to do is I'm going to hand this actual play over to Dave, and Dave can kind of set it up, and then we'll do our player introductions, and we'll take it away.
Yeah, cool, excellent. Well, welcome to just another bug hunt. You guys are Colonial Marines. You are part of the 501st Regiment Delta Platoon, and Delta Platoon is a crack commando unit used for specialist jobs and off-the-grid operations. You're trained to the highest level with the best equipment. There isn't a job that Delta Platoon can't handle. Your mission this time is to travel to a planet called LV-8472 and investigate the loss of communications from a science outpost there. The outpost is called Tango Tango 82. This is pretty much a milk run. Surely no need for Colonial Marines at all, let alone the elite. But you might be a crack commando unit, but even the likes of you and your compadres aren't immune to some of the basic human instincts. On the journey out to LV-8472, someone tried to hack the company computer on board the ship to change the division of shares. It's a big theft, and Mother spotted it. You guys didn't do it, but all the evidence points in your direction, and you've been imprisoned for a crime that you didn't commit. Your platoon commander, Captain Booker, said he's got no choice. He has to throw you into the brig and await the return to Gateway Station, where you will receive your courts-martial. The rescue mission on LV-8472 will have to go ahead without you. I think now it's time to introduce the players and the characters. So, Doug, if you want to go first, and if everyone else can then just take your earphones off for the moment, Doug will explain what his agenda is as well.
All right. Okay, it doesn't look like anybody's listening. I am playing a Sergeant Castle. And Sergeant Castle is, I think I'm like it looks like I'm well turned out, smart and tidy. I can pretty gritty. I can push my roll on strength twice instead of just once. My hidden agenda is that I'm actually an android replacement, and that I am a replacement for the real Sergeant Castle, and I look exactly like him. And I guess the original Castle was dead, and now let me just read this. This crisis is being used as a combat test of xenomorphs, and the rest of my squad is expendable. So yeah, I can try to reveal that if I want, or I can just I can just kind of play along, and we'll see what happens. So yeah, that I'm really excited to play that character for this session.
And Doug, that this is all secret. They don't know that you're an android. They think you're the real Sergeant Castle.
Right. So yeah, we'll see how that goes. We'll hand it over to Josh, I think, next. Josh, let's see if we can put him in the chat.
Okay, Josh.
We'll let Josh go.
Hey, Josh.
There we go. Sorry, I had to unmute.
Okay, everyone is off again. So, hey, Josh, introduce yourself.
All right. So I'm playing Lieutenant Randall. In this game, I have no hidden agenda. I basically get to boss everyone around.
Well, your main agenda is that because this is your first job as a lieutenant or lieutenant, right. You really got to do a good job, but you must survive it, because otherwise, how can you progress your career?
Correct.
Yeah.
So I'm all about my career.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I do have a special talent that can pull rank. So it's basically a command skill command versus the other person's manipulation to make them do whatever I want. I'll gain a stress, but I can basically, say, hey, you go into that room, you do it now.
Yeah.
Test against them.
You won't be able to order them to shoot themselves in the head or anything like that. But if it's something that's appropriate to a combat situation, then you can do that. Absolutely. Yep. Cool. Excellent.
All right, so that's me.
So next. So I think we've got Morgan next. Hi, Morgan. Okay, you're mic'd. Your mic is off.
These shades, sometimes I can't see through them.
More important to look cool, though, I guess.
Yeah, beauty and all that jazz.
Cool. If you could introduce yourself and let us know what your secret agenda is.
Yeah, the name's Corporal Merc. My agenda is you're a career Marine, but recent events have dented your commitment. Of all your squad, you are guilty of trying to hack the company ledger to give you greater shares, enough to retire and give Castle some too. There must be a way to get out of this with something you can sell on for a big profit. And do we do my buddy, rival, and all that jazz?
You can do, absolutely, if you wish.
All right, my buddy is Castle. Castle has been your best friend since you joined the Colonial Marines, and the two of you would gladly die for the other. And my rival is Randall. The lieutenant is just a trumped-up NCO. You are loyal to the chain of command, mostly. But Castle would make a better combat leader.
Cool.
All right, you want me to take this off?
Excellent. Yep, next up.
Oh, hey, that's my turn, right?
Hey, Amanda. Yeah.
Hello.
Hi. Hello.
All right. So, hi, I'm Amanda, and I'm on this channel all the time. And I'm actually not a Marine. I'm playing Special Advisor Hetmeyer. So I'm actually the company stooge. And let's see. Oh, I have to tell you my secret agenda.
Yep. If you could.
All right. So my secret agenda is that it says that I'm a company exec attached to Delta Platoon as an advisor, but I know that this place was a Xeno research facility and I'm connected to it, helping to recruit staff. I need to make sure that my name is wiped from any and all files because it's going bad and I don't want to be attached to it.
Yeah, cool. Excellent. And what's your talent? Because I think you've got quite an interesting one.
I do have a really interesting talent. I really loved this when I read this. It's called personal safety. My own safety is paramount. Other crew are expendable. If I'm attacked or otherwise end up in fatal danger, and another PC or NPC is within short range, I can make a manipulate roll. And if I succeed, the other character suffers the attack or hazard instead of me, which will increase
excellent.
my stress, but then hopefully I don't die.
And short range is about 5 meters.
Right. So that's actually a pretty good distance.
Yeah. Cool.
Of being able to dive behind someone else.
It's always fun seeing the look on other players' faces when someone does this to them. So I look forward to it.
I do too. I'm excited.
Cool.
Although I feel like I'm being typecast after the last game.
It was random, I think, or as good as. But I can typecast you if you like. For next
That's
time.
all right. This is fun. All right. Anything
Cool.
else?
I think now that's good. Thank you.
Okay.
Cool. So I think we've now got Jason left.
Alrighty. I will be playing Specialist Private First Class Pitt. His agenda is he's a sleeper agent for the UPP, the Union of Progressive Peoples.
That's right. Yep.
That is correct. Yeah. Okay. My basic plan for this mission is to find out almost anything I can, honestly, about the Xenos, because Weyland-Yutani has kind of had a lock on all of the information regarding them, and they've been very proprietary about it. So whatever information I can get, however I can get it, I need to get it back to my people. So whoever gets in my way, if somebody finds me out, I'll step on them if I have to get through to get the information back out.
Cool.
Are we mentioning our buddies and rivals and stuff now, or
You can briefly, yeah, that's fine. And
Okay.
your talent as well, briefly.
Okay. My particular talent for this is actually I have the ability to banter in between fights. It allows us to reduce even more stress from in safe areas when we're on downtime, which I'm hoping we get a little bit of. My buddy is Merc. I've always found Merc to be a competent and decent soldier who I can rely on. So I don't have any problem trusting him. Hopefully not to the point where I have to shoot the poor guy. My rival is Castle. There's something wrong with that guy. I don't know what the deal is. There's something wrong. I don't know what it is, but if I can figure it out, so much the better. If not, I'll just be keeping my eye on him all the time.
Cool. Excellent. Thank you.
Oh, and I'm also the heavy weapons.
Yes, you should have a smart gun.
I have the smart gun.
Yeah, excellent.
Not the smartest man, but I do have a smart gun.
Well, you can roleplay your gun if you'd rather.
I may just.
Excellent. Okay, thank you for that. So the rest of the journey up to LV8472 you've spent in the brig. And after a little while, the ship having landed, Mother comes through on the intercom. But on this occasion, Mother is more like brother, because I'm not going to try and do a woman's voice. Mission summary. Responding to distress call from Science Outpost Tango Tango 82 on planet LV8472. Orbital scans indicate that seismic activity near the outpost may be the cause of the crisis. 15:44 hours. Marine transport Typhoon, which is your ship, made landfall on LV8472. Delta platoon under Captain Booker engaged in rescue operations. Platoon members did not participate. Lieutenant Randall, Sergeant Castle, Corporal Merck, Specialist Pitt, and Special Advisor Hetmeyer all awaiting courts-martial on return to Gateway. Update, 18:31 hours. Contact lost with Captain Booker and Delta platoon. Emergency protocols invoked. All remaining resources to be devoted to rescue mission objectives. Lieutenant Randall, Sergeant Castle, please report to Ready Room 2, where you will be briefed. And the brig door opens.
All right, Castle, let's go.
All right. Yeah, I'm going to. Let's go.
LT, what do you want the rest of us to be doing here?
Hold tight. What else?
Can we at least get out of the brig? I don't want to sit in this box all day, man.
So the door is wide open. The door doesn't close again, so you're free to move.
Yeah, I'm going back to my quarters and getting a proper shower and change of clothes.
That
As you
sounds like a
will.
plan. All right.
Okay, you reach Ready Room 2. And Mother immediately starts to talk again. Delta Platoon's mission was to investigate Tango 82 and ensure the safety of the science crew. I am breaking protocol in telling you this information. Captain Bughunt's mission was superseded by higher priority orders to investigate a possible xenomorph infestation and secure a live queen captive for study. My analysis suggests there may be xenomorphs here that we have not encountered before. There is a high probability that a queen may be present. I cannot offer any more analysis, but Captain Booker's mission still stands, and as the senior officer, Lieutenant Randall, that mission is now your responsibility. I have already broken my programming in telling you this much. I will keep Typhoon ready for launch. I advise caution and wish you luck. All your gear is available for you to load up with. And the ship is about 300 meters away from the science outpost. But you know nothing more about this place because you weren't privy to any of the briefings prior to the mission.
Mm-hmm. All right. Well, let's go inform the others, Castle.
All right. All our gear is here in this room, you said, Dave?
Yeah, Ready Room 2 has got all your gear that you need. The stuff that's on your character sheets is there for you to equip yourself with.
All right. I'm going to equip it all. I'm going to you're going to see me put all this gear all over me. I'm going to put my knife in my side, in the holster on my side, pistol on the side. Pretty much it's a montage of me just loading up, fully geared. Yep. Let's do this.
Let's go, Castle. And I just slam a cartridge into the pulse rifle and then start walking out, shaking my head at Castle like, okay.
The climate on LV8472 is it's not terrible. It's breathable. It's a bit grim in that it's very windy, rainy, dark clouds. Imagine it's a bit like LV426, so it's a bit dim and it's not very pleasant. But you don't need any special equipment to go outdoors.
All right, we have our orders. We're on a bug hunt to capture the queen, and that is our prerogative. You don't need to know anything else. Let's head out to the location.
Well, let me grab my shit first. Hold on.
Yeah, right. Like, the rest of us need to get our stuff. Hold on.
So Merc is going to go and grab all our weapons.
Would you like me to fetch some slippers for you?
Oh,
hey,
yeah,
fuck off for a second. Well, let's just get geared up and we're going to do a fucking bug hunt, okay?
I don't think slippers are going to do me any good in their LT, but if you want to go get them, I'll take them. But I'll grab my weapons and my gear. And
who do you think you are, Hudson? Jeez.
What? Who's that? Who's that? Is there anybody here named Hudson? Anybody?
Oh, we've all heard Hudson's story. Don't you play like you haven't.
There isn't anyone called Hudson in Delta Platoon. There are 10 other members of the platoon, so it's 15 in total, including you 5.
See, Pitt? See? There are other people to think of.
No, there's just me and my guns. Just me and my gun. That's all I need to worry about.
All right.
I'm grabbing everything that I have. So that's
Well, if you're feeling froggy, you could always use harsh language on the bugs.
Bite me.
Yeah, like that.
I just might.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure they're going.
And as I say, bite me, I'm going to incinerator. So.
Might I ask what the plan is here?
I just told you what the plan was. To capture a queen.
That's not a plan. That's a goal.
We march in there.
What's the plan? March in where? Where are you going? What is the plan here?
Don't worry. Me and Castle have the look. Castle, you want to explain this to them?
Yeah, Castle, explain it to us because obviously, Lieutenant can't.
Well, evidently the science crew was supposed to capture.
Lieutenant can. I just don't have to. Go ahead, Sergeant.
You done now?
Watch it.
All right. So basically, this science crew was supposed to apprehend a queen. They've lost all communication with them. Now we're supposed to go in there and finish up the job, and hopefully, maybe we'll retrieve the science team as well.
Well, at the very least, we need to go into the facility and make sure that we recover any data that they have. This is a company priority. This was a research station.
This is smart. Also, do we have a map of where we're going, or are we just going in blind?
You don't have a map, as I said. You weren't privy to the briefings.
Haven't you always been blind, Merc? You can't see anything out of those shades anyway.
Fuck off, Pitt.
You
Also, sorry, Doug. I'm so sorry.
It's all right. I can edit that out.
There's gonna be a lot of cussing in this game.
I'm used to it. Jason's been on quite a few of these.
That's true.
She did it first. She did it first.
You do all know that as Marines, you all have what are called personal data transmitters installed under your skin. That goes the same for you as well, Hetmeyer. So all the other Marines who went in before you would have had one of these.
Okay.
All right, sweethearts, you heard the man. You know the drill. Assholes and elbows. Let's go.
Are we actually at the facility at this point, or are we just loading into our dropship to go down?
So
Right,
no, the ship has landed on the
We're-
surface. It's
yeah,
about
okay.
300 meters from the facility. The facility, all you know about it is it's not very big, but it's been built into the side of a cliff. So most of it is kind of underground with only a sort of the facing actually out visible.
All right. And we're walking, LT, or are we driving, or what?
Is there a vehicle that we can take, or is it all by foot?
No, the only thing there is a mechanized hand truck, which is for moving gear
Yeah.
and stuff with it. But no, it's not a sort of vehicle that you've got no vehicle.
We're not riding around on the dolly. Just
I was gonna call shotgun, but okay, fine.
no.
we are moving by foot, soldier. It's a rescue
All
mission.
right.
You'll love it. Let's go.
Okay. Out the door we go, I guess.
Yes.
Does anybody have a motion tracker other than me? I mean, there's one mounted to a smart gun, so I'm good there. But
No.
I've got a motion detector as well.
I have a
Okay.
PDT monitor, whatever that is.
That's why Castle's in the lead.
So the PDT monitor is the personal data transmitter monitor. So you can track the signals from the other transmitters as well as your own.
Okay. I'm gonna pull it up then and try to see if I can find something on there.
Yeah. Okay. So of the 10 signals you'd expect to see, you can only read 5, and they are somewhere in the vicinity of the research base. But the signal is for some reason there's some interference on the signal, so you can't sort of pin down the location. But of those 5, one of them, Sergeant Diggins, is flatline, which would indicate he's dead. Specialist Hazard and Private Hasselback have both got intermittent low-level life signs. Private Watney is flatlined, and Private Schiaparelli has also got intermittent life signs, very low but alive.
All right, Castle, you're in the lead. Who else has motion trackers?
I do.
All right. Yeah, you're with Castle up front.
I would hope so. I have the smart gun. I can't really shoot around people.
Yeah, well, you know.
Sergeant Dickens is dead, by the way. That should let you know.
Diggins is dead.
Yeah, I flip around the monitor to like show them like the signal.
Yeah.
Out of the 10 people that went out, we can only get signals on 5, and about 2 or 3 of them are dead.
We might be
Diggin-
getting some interference from the atmosphere, so just keep us posted if anything else shows up.
Yeah, okay.
Okay, so it's about 300 meters from the ship to the entrance to the science facility. It's quite rocky. That's why the ship has been landed a bit further away, because the ground is quite hard going, not safe to land on. And as you walk towards it, assuming that you're leaving now, as you walk towards it, you can see in the murk, the cliff begins in the murk. Sorry, murk. In the dark, you can see the cliff beginning to emerge out of the darkness. and you can see the entrance to the science facility, and it's quite a long sort of metal frontage with the main door on the right-hand side, but on the left-hand side there's a very large, what looks like cargo door. There are windows, but all the blast shutters are down, and the only other thing you can see as you approach is that the main bulkhead into the main the main room, the main entrance, seems to have been torn off its hinges.
Okay. Let's approach this cautiously. Are there like stuff that we can hide behind or take positions on?
Yes, there's quite a lot of sort of man-sized or bigger rocks around. It's quite difficult going. You do have to sort of clamber over quite a lot of it.
So let's go in cautiously, take cover positions, and Pitt, you're the one carrying the smart gun, I assume.
I am.
Okay. Pitt, you come with me. Castle, you hold back with the others, and me and Pitt will go up front.
Sounds good.
Okay.
All right. So we're going to approach cautiously.
So
Me and Pitt.
Of the two of you, the one with the lowest mobility score, could you please make a dice roll of that number of dice?
My mobility is 1. What is yours, Pitt?
So you also add the relevant attribute that goes with it to make your pool.
Okay, so 5.
I am trying to find my mobility score on the sheet.
So it should be on the left-hand side of that central piece.
Oh, my mobility score is 0.
But then you still
Plus
use
your
the
agility.
Plus my so my agility is 4.
Nice.
Okay, so I'm higher.
I'm carrying this big ass gun, LT. It's all you.
So Pitt, you have to make the roll because you're rolling for both of you.
All right.
And 6s are successes.
1 success.
Okay, yeah. You got kind of uneasy feeling about this place. I mean, the cliff is kind of overhanging, and there's a lot of rocks everywhere, and you sort of jump at every sound. I mean, there is quite a lot of wind, so there's a lot of dust moving about.
The hell's the matter with you, Pitt? You ever carry one of those before?
Listen, LT, you're going to put me in a giant box of rocks here, and I have a weapon that's only really useful at more than 30 meters range. So,
Listen, there's only one box of rocks around here, and that's in your head. Let's move.
Fine.
Okay, you get up to the broken bulkhead. I assume you're going in through that direction rather than to the cargo doors.
Right. So I'll kind of take the left side, Pitt, you take the right side, and we'll just kind of peer in with our weapons aimed forward and take the time to actually look down the corridor.
Where else would I aim my weapon?
Okay, this opens up it straight into what seems to be a reception and security area. The room is quite a long rectangle, and this main door is in one of the long sides of that rectangle. There's another bulkhead directly opposite. To the right, there seems to be a couple of rooms, one of which is a toilet, one of which is probably a storeroom. Off to the left, at the far end, there's another bulkhead and what appears to be a cloakroom. And in the center of this is a reception, sort of kind of reception room, really, but it's all made of glass.
Mm-hmm.
But that glass is very badly shattered and litters the floor. There's definitely been a fight, a small arms fight that's happened here. There's quite a lot of blood on the floor. No bodies that you can see, no xenomorphs that you can see, but there's quite a lot of debris and some acid burns. Definitely something that's happened here and quite recently.
I'll motion for Castle and the rest of the team to move in.
All right, and I'll wave everybody into. I'll cover you. Keep going for.
You'll cover us, okay?
I'll cover the other two that are with me.
Right.
As they need, since we're holding back, and I'll wave them to go into the.
Yeah, cool. Okay. Randall and Pitt, are you entering the reception area?
I'll get inside the door just so I can put my back against a wall and cover the room.
Yeah, as they go in, I'm going to go in behind them.
Okay. In this game, Jason, there's a mechanic called Overwatch, which basically allows you to target a certain area. And if something happens, like I say, movement that you don't like happens, you then get to act before you get to act first.
Cool.
Okay.
So I'm assuming you're going to be in Overwatch, looking down
That is
down
basically what
the
my plan
room.
was. To
Yeah.
cover the rest of the room while my rest of my squad comes in.
Yep. Okay. So you're not moving. Can Randall, can you make a mobility roll, please?
Yeah. 1, 2 successes.
Okay. You think you've done quite well, but there's definitely something on the far side of the room that has seen you, and is. Yeah, I think you and I need to roll for initiative.
No.
Okay.
So roll a d6 and add your agility. Now, normally in this game, you'd draw a card from 1 to 10 to do initiative, but not
Right.
so easy over the Atlantic. So we'll just do it.
So that's
do
going
it.
to be an 8 total.
Okay. So you act ahead of it, but Jason, you get to act first because this thing has just burst out right in front of you where you've been looking with your rifle.
So
you can fire if you wish. No, it's small.
Oh, open and fire. That's my only criteria. If it's not a person, it's dead.
It's definitely not a person. It's some small leathery kind of like a pair of large hands together with a long tail attached to it. It's now skittering.
It's about to be dead. So.
Okay, so make a a ranged combat roll then, please.
Ranged combat is 3 plus agility, I guess. Yeah.
Yep, that's right. But you also, both you and Jason, you and Josh, get a stress die.
Yep.
This is the first time you've seen one of these things. It's obviously alien. It's obviously horrible and it's dangerous. So you get to roll that as well, Pitt.
Okay.
And if you roll a 1, you might panic.
Yes. I have 2 successes otherwise, and I rolled a 3 on my stress die.
Okay. If you'd rolled a 6 on the stress die, that would have counted as a success. Just so you know.
Oh, darn.
But that's 2 successes. So the damage from your smart gun is
3.
3. And your second success, you can either use to add 1 damage or you can do a stunt. So stunts are kind of up to your imagination.
I'll use it as a stunt to try and drive it back against the wall, like just out in the open against the wall.
Okay, yeah. So you've done that, but you still hit it for 3 damage. So it has a little bit of armor. So basically, your gun just rocks and fires loads of ammo straight towards it. The little thing gets hit in midair as it's running towards Randall. Neither of your bullets basically shred it completely, and it gets blasted against the wall. Acid splashes against the wall, and you can see the wall being just kind of eaten away really quickly.
LT, I don't think that was a cat.
Jonesy.
Oh no.
I don't have any of my cats in the room with me, otherwise I'd have had it say something back.
It's warm enough that my cat is doing the puddle on the floor thing. It's melted.
Got no idea where mine are.
I'll just be like waving my gun around now, looking at my motion tracker. Like,
And the rest of us now down the hall have heard all this gunfire. So it's what is happening up there?
Careful, caution, guys. I don't know what's going on here, but the wall is melting from this thing.
What? The wall is melting. What are you on, sir?
Nothing good right now. Whatever this is, whatever Pitt's having, I don't want it.
All right. And as he says, I'm going to put away the monitor, the PDT monitor, and pull out the pulse rifle.
Yep.
All right. We got to take extra caution. I mean, this thing's only this big, and with the speed, just good job, Pitts. First
only
thing
job I
done
do,
all
LT.
right since he joined the Corps.
oh, wow. All right. You go stand over by the desk then, LT. Let's see what I can do with you. I can act surprised.
All right. So in the in the hallway, you said there was a toilet and then another room.
So on the right-hand side, it's what appears to be a door to toilets and a storeroom.
Okay.
On the left-hand side, there's a bulkhead, which is closed, and a little cloakroom, which is kind of open. And then there is a bulkhead directly opposite the main door that you came in through as well.
Castle Merc, why don't you take one of the rooms and is it Hedimer? Hetmeyer, sorry. Hetmeyer and Castle, why don't you take one of the other rooms and I'll watch this entrance.
So what was in the room with that? What did you fire at? What was that thing?
There's not much left of it.
What was it before you destroyed it?
Ugly.
Nothing I've ever seen before.
That's very informative. Thanks.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, if you want to go
hey, yeah.
with the bits over there. I'm sure there's.
I was going to say, you want to go poke it with your finger, go right ahead. But I'll sit here while you guys search the rooms and make sure none of those other things come out.
Of course she'll sit here, and she's just gonna walk into one of the other rooms, like cautiously, and then like try to open the door like slowly with the gun, and like again.
So you're checking out the toilet and the storeroom.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, they're both empty. There's nothing in there at all.
Clear.
All right, I will. What was the other room across the way?
So there was one bulkhead on the far side, directly opposite the door you just came in through, and then there was a bulkhead on the far left-hand wall. Neither of which are open; they're both closed.
Is there any like control pad or anything to open them up?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, there is some minimal power in here. It's kind of on emergency power. It's a bit dim and dark, but it's not pitch black.
Okay, I'm going to try to open the bulkhead that's not directly across from us, but on the other side.
Yeah. Okay, that bulkhead opens. There's a short corridor leading to another bulkhead, and that bulkhead seems to have been bent outwards away from the direction you're going. So as if you were trying to break it open, it's been smashed open from the inside. And it's a heavy bulkhead.
Nice. I'm gonna yell to Randall that hey, take a look down here.
All right, I go ahead and join Sergeant Castle. Oh no. Let's seal this off. Let's continue. Oof, that doesn't look good.
So, question: it looked like we were trying to break, like if someone was coming in our direction trying to break down the door, or they're trying to come through to us.
It was if you were breaking the door down, it's broken that way. So somebody who is where you are now has broken that door from your position.
Well, Kool-Aid Man in our direction. Got it.
Broken it inwards. Yeah. You can see just inside that what seems to be in there is a accommodation and sort of recreation kitchen area. It's quite big, so you can only see a small part of it, and there's a strange blue, sort of like icy blue light illuminating the room.
I'll move up to the edge of the door just to provide rearward cover.
Yep, okay. Have you all gone in that direction then?
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm going to keep an eye on the hallway, like just to make sure that down the
I'm
hallway at us.
back, so I would be in between the group and Mert.
Okay. Just for those of you who don't know, if you want to use your motion detector, it doesn't happen automatically. You need to tell me that you're doing it, and then that will basically give you a reading for a turn, which is 5 minutes. And then you need to make a roll on its power rating to see how much power it has left. But it's not going to work automatically if that's what you're thinking.
Sure.
I will use mine when I get to the edge of the door then.
Okay. So you can do it automatically, but you do need to roll a number of dice equal to its power rating. And for every one that you roll, you reduce the power rating by 1. So this is just seeing how well the battery lasts.
All right. I got 1 success.
That doesn't matter in this case.
Oh, it doesn't. Oh, it's just to see if we roll a 1. Yeah.
Right.
Oh,
Yeah.
I'm good then. Yep.
Yeah.
No
So the power remains the same. You haven't. Yeah, it's all cool.
Okay.
You detect no motion whatsoever within the range of the motion detector.
Okay. Nothing in the room, Lieutenant. Nothing moving anyway.
I'm a bit nervous to move in, but I'll command Sergeant Castle to go ahead and move in with the other two.
All right. Whatever you say, boss.
And then I'll move into where they were in kind of the doorway area.
Okay.
And I'm gonna stay where I am so I can make sure that nothing's coming down the hallway.
I'm following Castle and Pitt in because I want to see what's going on.
Okay, this sort of accommodation area breaks into two halves. The left half is the smaller half, and it seems to be the kitchen dining area. The right half, which is much bigger, has got a recreation area. There's a pool table, table tennis table, access terminals, and there's a large screen on the wall. The screen is paused on the opening sequence of a classic old 20th century movie called The Thing. And all you can see is the words "The Thing," which is giving this blue icy light. My favorite movie of all time. I hasten to add.
Yes. Yes.
And that's all the light that is in this room. Behind that recreation area, the room continues to an area where there's 20 sleeping pods and access to communal showers and toilets. And at the end there, you can see a dark figure lying by one of those pods. Can't quite make out what it is in this light, though.
It's lying there by the pods?
Yes, just at the far end of the room.
Okay. I'll go ahead and move in and have Pitt cover me. Now,
Right,
can anyone do the Overwatch, or is it just the heavy?
No, you can do Overwatch with any weapon at any time. So pulse rifles, pistols. I think you could probably even make a claim that you could use Overwatch with a melee weapon if you are like hiding behind a door or something.
Okay. So yeah, I'll have Castle, Pitt, Hetmeyer cover me. And we've got Merc in the back watching our backs.
Yeah.
I will go over to the cautiously walk over to the figure with my pulse rifle aimed right at it.
Yeah. Okay. I will make you make another mobility roll, please.
Ooh. Yeah, that's 1, 2, 3, 4 successes.
Okay, you move like a ninja. You're silent as anything. As you get closer, you can see that this is the form on the ground is a man, wearing a lab coat. But there's quite a lot of red, what looks like bloodstains on the lab coat. There is a 357 Magnum lying on the ground next to him, and there's a bullet wound through his head.
Looks like he's taking his own life.
Take another point of stress, please,
Okay.
Lieutenant Randall.
Or his aim just really sucks.
Can it, Pitts? We don't have a medic, do we? Or anyone?
Yeah, I've got some sort of medical aid.
Okay. Castle, you want to take a look at this? I mean, it looks like a potential suicide, but
I'll take a look. I'll swing my pulse rifle around, and I'll approach the body and just kind of give it a quick look over.
I won't make you make a roll for that. Yeah, this looks very much like this guy's shot himself in the head.
Yeah,
and he's definitely dead.
Yeah, guys, it's what you think. He took his life. Come on.
all right.
Something made him do this, though.
Let's. Well, it could have been one of those things we just encountered in the front. Who knows? Why don't we continue to search this area, and then we don't find anything else, meet Merc back out in the hallway.
Okay, yeah, I mean, a few minutes search of this place reveals nothing else of interest. The Magnum is there. It's loaded with a -1 bullet, but there's no other ammo for it. Otherwise, yeah, this place just kind of looks as you'd expect it to, really, apart from the dead body.
It's not at all a suspicious bathroom.
All right, so we'll join Merc out in the hallway.
Yep.
All right. Well, I need to get somewhere. I don't know where anything is here, but I need to get somewhere where I can pull the data from whatever they have for logs here to bring back to the company. Whatever else we need to find, we do need to know exactly what happened here and whatever other information they have.
Aren't there some terminals in this room?
There are some, yeah.
Hetmeyer?
I'm going to go examine the spatter that I created on the wall. Just to see what kind of damage
Okay.
it's done.
All right. Well, then I'm going to try to, while he's examining his wall splatter, I'm going to try to access their data here.
Okay. A quick look, Hetmeyer. You can realize these are for recreational use only. They're not linked into the mainframe.
No, this isn't what I need. I need to get to their offices. I need somewhere with actual data access. This is just
Okay,
There's
well,
a
recreational terminals.
Map on the wall.
let's move on, and we'll look for a commuter terminal on our way.
Is there a map on the wall at all? I think that's what Pitt was trying to ask.
You can't see one anywhere.
What's behind door number 2, Lieutenant?
Wander around blind.
Yeah, Pitt, if you're examining that acid, it seems to have worked its way. It's not volatile anymore, but in the short time it was, it's eaten a very big hole in what is a very hard metal bulkhead.
And it was a very small thing that I just splattered. So
it was, yeah.
Okay.
You did make mincemeat of it though.
Yeah,
so-
yeah. All right.
Okay, so back in reception, there's one bulkhead you haven't gone through, which is the one which is directly opposite the
All right.
door you came through.
Right.
Merc, you got the hallway.
Yep.
All right, same positions. Go ahead and open the door.
Okay, this reveals a short corridor. Again, quite dark. This one is a bit beaten up. There are some of the panels of the ceiling have been pulled off. There's damage to the floor, and there is a bulkhead at the far end which is open. And looking through it, there seems to be some kind of control center through that bulkhead.
All right, Castle, Pit, cover Hetmeyer. I'll bring up the rear.
Oh, I'm not going in there first. One of you
No,
can
no,
go
no,
in.
no, no. That's why I said Castle, Pit, Hetmeyer, me.
Mhm.
I'll cover your rear, and then Merc's got us in the back.
Pitt, go ahead first and let me know when it's clear, and then I'll come in.
Make sure
I'm
you.
gonna examine Hetmeyer's shoulders for a second. I'm not seeing any rank there. But then I'll turn around and go anyway.
Just had to make the point.
Yeah.
Check your scans. Check your scans.
Yeah, I'll stop at the doorway into the command center and use my motion scanner again.
Okay, I'll just describe what you see, and then we can do the motion scanner.
Okay.
So this is a square room. The middle of the room is depressed down about 4 or 5 feet, and there are metal stairwells, little stairways that go down to it. All the consoles and workstations in what is obviously a control room are down in that depressed part, and you can walk all the way around the outside of that from where you are and to the other doors that are in this room. There are 2 doors, bulkheads on the left-hand side as you're looking in, and there is one directly opposite you. One of the doors on the left-hand side has got in very bright yellow paint above it, authorized access only, written above it.
Okay.
This room has some light. There's a lot of blood. There's a lot of acid burns. The vents and pipes in the ceiling are very badly mangled. There's a lot of steam. The room's pretty warm. It looks like there was a big fight here, and a lot more damage has been done to the actual infrastructure of the room than in the previous in the reception area.
Okay.
But now, yeah, make your motion detector roll.
Oh crap! 2 1s.
Okay, so what was the power of your motion detector?
I actually was looking for it on my sheet. I don't actually see it. I just assumed that there was one
Okay.
built into the weapon.
Right, no, there isn't. So you'll have motion detector written on your character sheet if you've got one.
All right, then. Ignore what I just said.
Okay, so
Alright.
your motion detector pit is just gone bzz, pff, and has run out of power and broken.
I'll bang it a couple of times, and then I'll yell back to the rest of the guys. Something ugly happened in here, Lieutenant. It doesn't look like it went very well for our guys.
All right. I do have a motion detector, so that has a power of 3. So I will flip mine on and get a reading.
Yep. Okay, Doug, 3 dice, please.
Yeah, no ones.
Okay. You obviously pick up the movement of the squad. Other than that, at what seems to be the longest range that it could probably reach, there is a slight movement trigger on the detector, which would be in the room or beyond the door that is directly opposite where you've come through.
You're right. Hey, Pitt. You see, and I'm going to show Pitt the reading.
Yep.
I'll have a look
And
at it.
yeah, and I'll say, and I'll motion to the door, to the room across from us.
Yep.
Yep. I'll keep my weapon trained on that doorway.
Yep. Okay.
And as you do, I'm going to move into the room and cover the left flank.
Yep.
Motion for Castle to cover the right. And then signal for Hetmeyer to come in.
I'm coming.
Come on.
I'm
Shh.
coming.
Okay.
Okay. So, and Merc, are you covering the rear again? Merc?
Yeah, she's covering the hallway.
Yeah, I got it.
Yep. Cool. So, Randall, you're covering the left-hand side. Castle, the right-hand side. Pitt, you're kind of at the door that you came through, looking at the door on the far side. And Hetmeyer,
And
are you
now
going?
I'm coming in, and I'm going to try to find a working computer terminal if I can.
Go play with your science toys, Hetmeyer.
Yeah. Who can I ask? What are your observation skill scores? So add that, but that again needs to be added to your relevant attribute. So the skill and the attribute together.
6.
6.
3.
Castle was 3. Randall was 3. 6 for Hetmeyer. Can anyone beat 6 on their observation?
I don't.
Nope. Okay, Hetmeyer. Could you please make an observation roll?
Oh boy. All right, success.
Is that 1 success?
1 success. A single 1 success. Yes.
Okay. Remember, you can push these rolls if you wish, but if you do that, but there's nothing relevant about this moment that you should.
No, not at all.
That wasn't a hint.
There's nothing implied in this comment at all. I just forgot that I mentioned it earlier. Okay, fine. You don't detect anything untoward.
Okay.
But if you do push a roll, for everyone's information, you do take a point of stress, and then you add that dice to your push straight away.
Got it. I'll stick with my 1 for right now.
Okay.
Success.
Yeah. Yeah. You don't notice anything out of the ordinary. I mean, the place is a bit of a mess.
Yeah.
A lot of steam and smoke and things, but no, you think you're pretty much in the clear.
All right. Cool. Well, then, do I have any success finding a working computer terminal?
Yes, there are a number of the
Wonderful.
consoles down here are working. Yep, you could use those.
Wonderful. All right. Well, then I'm going to start trying to access any logs or records or anything else that they have here.
Yep.
Their whole deal.
Okay. I need you to make a Comtech roll for that, please.
All right. And I got 1 success again.
Okay, yeah, you are managing to get into the logs. To sort of read through it and download it, it's going to take a turn, which is about 5 minutes.
Okay. I shall
of
do
you
that.
working on it. Okay. And there's some information that will start beginning to scroll up there that you can read as and when you want to.
All right.
Can I ask while I'm waiting for them? Can I pull up my PDT monitor and like do another scan to see?
Yep, absolutely.
Okay.
So that works in the same way as the motion detector. So
Okay.
it should have a power rating with it.
3 power.
Yep. So roll 3 dice, and for every one you roll, reduce the power by 1.
No ones.
Okay. So your power remains good. Yeah. So it's still there's definitely something here, whether it's in the composition of the rock or in the station itself, that is interfering with this. You are picking up the life signs of your crew because they're all pretty close to you. You are picking up what seems to be 3 signals, probably directly ahead of where your team have reached. So if you carried on directly opposite from where you've come into this room, they were in that direction and not very far.
Wait, so they're in like they're in the comm room, or they're in like another?
No, they're not in the comm room. They're beyond the comm room, but they don't seem to be very far away. There are 3 signals you can read. 2 of them are flat lines, and they're Diggins and Watney. And then you've got Schiaparelli's reading, and that still seems to be alive, but the reading is very weak.
Okay.
As you're doing that, so who was on the right-hand side of the room? It was Castle, wasn't it?
Castle. Yep.
As all this is happening, and you're watching, and whilst Hetmeyer's spending a few minutes on the computer, something just drops out off the ceiling onto you and grabs you and is trying to pull you back up into what you hadn't seen was a gap between some of these pipes directly above you. It's big, it's dark-skinned, it's carapaced, it's got long claws, it's got a big long head, and it squeals the most horrible kind of sound as it does so. Everybody takes a die of stress, please.
Mm-hmm. Even me way in the back, or?
Yeah, oh yeah, you're not that far away.
Okay. I mean, I hoped, but
not
like
far away enough.
And Castle, this is going to be an opposed close combat roll to see whether you wriggle out. Otherwise, it's going to drag you up into the pipes.
No.
All right, so I have strength of 4, close combat of 2, and then so that's 6 dice, and then I've got 1 for my stress.
Yeah.
All right, here we go. I've got 1 success. I'm going to push it.
Okay, so take another stress dice straight away, add that to your pool, and then roll all the dice that didn't roll a 6 or a 1. If you rolled a 1, you can't re-roll that.
Right.
You can't re-roll if you panicked anyway.
All right. So, what don't I want to see on my stress dice?
A 1.
Ones.
Yeah.
Oh no.
Uh-oh.
All right. So I rolled another success, but then I got a 1 on my base die, and then 2 1s on my 2 stress dice.
Okay, so that doesn't automatically mean that you've failed.
Right.
It depends on how badly you panic. So you now need to make a panic roll. And to do that, you roll 1d6 and add the number of stress dice that you have. So have you got 2 stress now?
I do.
So roll 1d6 and add 2 and tell me what the total is. But you need to do that twice.
10.
Okay, you've panicked. You've frozen. Basically, this thing has grabbed you. You've never seen this like before. You drop your rifle, and you've frozen in it, and it succeeds in dragging you up into the pipes. Everybody else, you just see this flash of movement. Castle yelps, and then you can see his trailing legs disappearing up into the pipes above.
Holy crap, that was fast.
It's time for everyone to roll initiative, including Newcastle. So that's 1d6 and 1d6 and add your agility.
Got a 5.
I also got a 5.
I got a 5 as well.
I got a 7.
Okay, and 6 for Hetmire. Is that? Yep, cool.
Yep.
Save yourself, Castle.
Okay, yeah.
You got this, Boo.
Yeah, so Castle, you can act.
All right. So am I up above inside the ceiling with this creature? Is that what?
Yes, so basically it's a massive pipe, some of them very big, some of them not so big. There's quite a lot of girders and sort of metal mesh and stuff. It's a real mess. But you've been dragged up into one of these pipes, and there's wires everywhere, and there's steam. It's all quite. It's very difficult to see what's going on, but it's still got you. It's grabbed you and it's dragging you. So if you want to break that, it'll be another opposed close combat roll.
Yeah, I would like to break that if possible. So it's 6. 2 down.
Okay.
Once you've panicked, do you continue to roll your stress dice?
Yes, absolutely. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
It
I
can
got-
get worse.
Yeah.
I got 1 success on my stress die, and then I also got a 1 on my stress die.
Okay. So having a 1 on your stress die on the first roll means you can't push.
Right.
That's 1 success. So that isn't good enough to break free, I'm afraid, Doug.
All right.
Make a panic roll because you have panicked again. So it's 1d6 plus your stress.
7.
7. Okay, your stress level goes up by 1. You start to twitch nervously. Not very surprising, I guess, under the circumstances.
Yeah, I'd be twitching pretty nervously too.
And the creature gets an action on you, which means it's going to attack you. Now, the way this works is alien creatures have what's called signature attacks. So I roll 1d6, or Doug, you can roll it if you like, and that dictates the action it takes against you. Low is generally better than high. 2. Okay. Playing with its prey. The Xeno attacks you, but not to kill. The target is knocked to the ground and drops all your handheld items. Otherwise, you take no damage. The Xenomorph is basically it's dragged you up there and it's standing over you, kind of taunting you, almost laughing at you as you're how pathetic and weak you are. You take another point of stress and you are prone.
All right.
Okay, who was next? Who was on 6?
That was me.
Yeah. Okay, Hetmire, you hear all of this.
Have I finished what I was trying to do at the computer
you're-
terminal or not yet?
No, you're kind of halfway through it.
All right. Well, then I'm just going to keep doing what I'm doing over here and kind of like cowering down behind the desk a little as I'm trying to.
Yeah. Okay.
Ah!
Anybody else on 6s? No, 5.
I think to all of us.
Yeah, I think 5 is
Okay.
everybody else.
Okay, you all get to act before the alien gets its second action this round because they are very fast. They get to act twice at least.
Okay.
So, the person with the highest agility will go first.
I have 4.
4.
I have 4.
Okay. Okay. Decide amongst yourselves then. I think Merc, you probably go last because you're
Yeah,
not in
I'm
the room.
further away, so
Yeah.
that's
Yeah.
fair.
Okay, we'll let Randall and Pitt take their actions.
Yeah, I'll go first, being the lieutenant. So I'm going to cautiously, with my pulse rifle pointed up, move towards that opening. How high up is that opening?
So the whole ceiling is a total shambolic jamble of mess of pipes and stuff. There is a gap in it, and it's about 12, 15 feet up. You can see, you can kind of see a shadow of this thing. It's not a clear shot. You get some negatives if you try to shoot, but you could have a go if you wanted.
Okay. If I stood on Pitt's shoulders, could I reach the opening and pull myself up?
Potentially that might take a little while.
Okay.
You would both need to make a mobility roll and succeed for me to allow you to then have a chance of jumping up.
I would like to try that.
Okay.
Pitt, Come here.
Oh shit. Okay.
Okay.
Stealthy.
So Pitt, make a mobility roll. Again,
Alright,
remember to add your stress dice.
and it's just basic agility because I don't have any mobility. All right. Let's see how we go here. I got no successes and I rolled 1 on my stress dice.
Okay.
I tried.
Okay, so you need to make a roll for your panic then, please, Pitt, which is roll 1d6 and add the number of stress dice that you have to give me a total.
Alrighty. Oop. Roll off the table. 6. I got a 6.
6.
Hey, there's Jonesy right there.
You're
Daisy.
you're keeping it together. You're okay, but you kind of stumble and just manage to keep to your feet. And Randall, your plan.
This is LT. Get off of me, man.
My plan is screwed.
Your plan is screwed, yeah. So, Merc, it's your action.
God, Pitt. Jeez.
Get out of the way, and I move in, and I pull up my pulse rifle, and I'm just gonna shoot at it.
Okay, you're quite a way off. So I think if you make a mobility roll, that
Okay.
means you can barge past these people and get to the spot where you get a chance to take a shot.
So my base is 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 plus my stress. No successes, but no ones either.
Okay, you
can
can
I-
push that if you wish.
I think I will.
Okay, so you immediately take another stress dice,
Cool.
add that to your pool, and then roll the lot.
Come here, stress dice. There we go. Okay. Wow, thanks, y'all. I got one on a base die, but nothing else.
And any sixes?
Nope.
No. Okay, so you don't manage to get there quickly enough to give yourself time to fire off a shot, but you're there for next round.
Fine.
Okay, Sergeant Castle, the alien has another action.
It's going to eat you.
So it gets another attack on you. If you want to roll d6 again, please.
That's a 6.
That's a 6. That's not great.
Oh.
So the alien has sort of grabbed you by the head, and its jaws open wide, and the inner jaw starts to come out. You know what it's going to try and do. It needs to successfully hit you. But if it does any damage, you're in a lot of trouble. Okay, it hits with 2 successes, which does a total of 3 damage, but you have armor.
Okay.
So this thing flashes out, hits you in the head, hits your helmet. So roll the number of dice you've got for your armor, and you reduce the damage by 1 for every 6 that you roll. So you need 3 6s. You can't push armor rolls, unfortunately.
I got 2 6s.
Okay, it smashes through your helmet. The helmet takes a lot of it, but the last point of damage goes through, and the inner jaw smashes into your skull.
Ooh.
It drops you. You fall back out of the roof. You land in a mess in between Randall, Merc, and Pitt. A big splatter on the ground. But what splatters isn't red. What splatters is white. So
I knew it.
everyone, please take a point of stress,
Yeah.
including you, Hetmeyer.
Oh,
And
freaking droid.
And Doug, you need to roll d6 for the crit on you, so because it works differently if you're a synthetic.
Okay.
You're my best friend this whole time, and I never knew.
2. So
Okay.
the blast to your head has basically taken a chunk out, but it hasn't actually damaged your head in any sense. But a great big load of white blood is splashed everywhere. In falling from the height, you land on one of your legs, and one of your legs just sort of crumples and shatters under the weight of yourself as you fall. So you can only crawl.
Okay.
And there's milk everywhere.
And there is milk everywhere. So it's the next round, and it's Castle. It's your action first.
So now once I'm revealed, I get some bonuses though, right?
You do. So you should get +3 to your strength and agility, which also adds 3 to your health, because your health will be the same as your strength stat. You can no longer push any dice rolls, but you don't become stressed and you can't panic.
Okay. Yeah, so I don't have my weapons with me at all. Are they on the ground next to me?
They're on the ground, sort of where you've landed. Yeah.
All right, I'm going to reach for one and aim, and try to grab it and
Fire
try to
upwards.
Fire upwards at the alien.
Yep, you can do that. Yeah, I'll give you that entirely because the alien is looking over the edge down at all of you, so you get a clear shot. So no negatives on your dice roll.
Okay. So that's going to be. Let me find it here. Range combat. Oh, I've got 9.
Goes up as a cowardly, bumbling Goofus, comes down as a badass.
I got no successes.
Okay, yeah. So you miss. You fire off a load of ammo up into the ceiling, but no, you don't hit anything other than metal.
Right.
It's the alien's action. It steps back and you can't see it anymore. And then you can hear fading away as it seems to be running down a pipe somewhere away from your location.
Oh, that's Hetmeyer. You done with that stuff yet?
Almost. Just a couple more minutes. What the hell was that?
And then I'm gonna draw my weapon upon Castle and be like, "What the hell?"
I'm gonna draw my weapon on him as soon as he draws his weapon on Castle.
Oh, Mexican standoff.
Put your gun down.
Lieutenant, is this seriously your first rodeo? You know the company likes to install them with almost anything that they do.
No, this ain't my first rodeo, but I trusted you, Castle. Why didn't you tell us?
And you can still trust him. Put your gun down.
They're not programmed to tell you.
And I'm gonna turn from Castle to Merc with my gun. You put yours down.
And as soon as he points it to me, I'm just gonna be like, "Yes, Lieutenant."
So Vasquez. So Vasquez. Great job. Oh my God.
I'm just pointing at Castle with my one free hand, like, I friggin' knew it. I knew there was something wrong with him.
Hey, you're thinking me back, all right?
Pitt, calm down. Everybody, calm down. Can we all just stop pointing weapons at each other? Did we not see the giant, terrifying thing that caused all of this? Like, really, we have bigger problems here.
So, Hetmeyer, can I get you to make another contact roll then if you are continuing to...
I will continue to try to finish what I'm doing on this console so we can
Trying to
get
calm us down while she's
out
talking.
of here. Oh, that's super. All right, I have several stress dice at this point. So I rolled a 6 on my normal dice, but then I rolled 2 1s on my stress dice.
Okay, so you succeeded as long as you don't panic too badly.
Okay.
So roll d6 and add the number of stress dice you have, but you have to do it twice because you rolled 2 1s.
So am I getting 2 separate numbers or adding everything together?
No, 2 separate numbers. Take the highest one.
Gotcha. All right. So the highest is going to be a 9.
9. Okay. So your stress level increases by 1.
Oh
but
boy.
you do just manage to finish what you were doing, so it doesn't stop you succeeding in your action. But
all right.
Kind of reading through some of the logs and seeing some of the things you can read there, it's a pretty stressful thing. But you've managed to download the logs.
All right.
So the logs, if you want to spend a turn here, then you can sort of read them out. If
Sure.
not, yeah. So basically, the logs are saying that this is a science outpost that was specifically designed to study and hold xenomorphs. There are a number of captured xenomorphs who were brought here for study. They were nurturing one of them to become a queen. They had a variety of specimens of many different types, at least 2 or 3 adults. And there was an earthquake about a week ago, which caused a breach in containment. And that's the last log entry.
Okay.
During this turn where she's doing that, does this qualify as a safe place? He asks the question. Yes. Well, air quotes is fine. Yeah.
No.
Darn
doesn't.
it.
I think
I knew that was the question. I knew that was going to be.
if you had the steaming dead body of that alien here, then maybe.
Yeah,
but
maybe,
no.
yeah.
Sorry.
Okay.
You don't know where that guy is, but he certainly knows where you are.
So how messed up is Castle? Like, he's got a hole in his head.
I've got like, and my leg is shattered.
Basically, the damage to your head doesn't affect you at all, but your leg is shattered, so you can only crawl unless somebody helps you.
Yeah, is there a way to like split his leg or something? Like, is there like
No,
debris enough to like?
It's completely crunched.
Oh,
So basically, it's basically totally concertinaed when he landed on it because he's obviously a bit heavier than your average person.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna look at the crew. Can somebody help me up?
I got you, boy.
I'm looking at my smart gun. I'm like, sorry, bud.
And like I throw his armor on my shoulder.
Thanks, Merc.
Okay, that's going to make it harder if you are trying to move quietly as a group,
Right.
obviously.
Well, we've already shot weapons, so I'm pretty sure quietly is out the window at this point.
There's that.
Well, you never
All right.
know.
Hetmeyer, did you get any location, like maps or anything out of this?
Oh, that's a good question.
Do we have any locations of where things might be?
Yeah, I can't give you a map because I've got it here. But I think it does give you some details. So through the door directly opposite where you came in, that's a generator room.
Okay.
That has an access tunnel that goes through to a warehouse that also has an access tunnel that joins that warehouse door that was on the outside that you saw. The door on the left that doesn't have authorized access only leads straight to the warehouse as well. The authorized access only takes you into what is described as containment. And then there is another area which was not used for anything. It's just where the excavations had finished. It's just an open cave area.
Where did if looking at the map and like my PDT when I saw it earlier, where did I see those signals then, if I'm letting that out?
That's in the generator room.
All right. So I got 3 signals from the generator room then. It was the lieutenant, or I'm sorry, not the sergeant, Diggins and
Watney and Schiaparelli.
And Schiaparelli. Schiaparelli's still alive in there. Barely though.
In the generator
We gotta go. We gotta go get him. I mean, that's first priority.
Well,
Let's go.
all right, you're in charge. Sure.
Don't argue with me, Pitts.
Do I look like I'm arguing?
I'm already in a foul mood. You know, Sergeant Castle and all this BS going on, and whatever the hell that thing was.
Yeah, quit yapping. Let's go.
Wait, is he still a sergeant then? Is
he's still
an android?
He's still kicking. He's still ranked as sergeant.
Fine. I'm just asking. I didn't know droids could carry ranks. That's fine. Cool. Whatever. I'm not taking orders from him though.
Of course they can.
I will say that Merrick and I grew up together.
That's right.
Oh,
So-
really? Oh, you didn't grow up anywhere. You were a
Yeah.
So I don't know if that'll tell you anything, but Merrick and I grew up.
It's making me suspicious.
Merrick grew up with Castle. I'm just going to say that.
All right. Well, we need to move along. If
All
we're
right.
looking for this other person, then we need to go wherever you saw that signal, Merc.
All right, we're gonna go to generator room then.
So that's directly through the door that was opposite the one you came into to get into the command center.
Any trouble opening the door?
Nope, it looks fine.
My eyes
right.
are firmly plastered to the goddamn ceiling right now.
Fair
All
enough.
right. So I will move in.
Okay, the generator room itself is long and on 2 levels. There's a high walkway along the left, which is where you come into. Actually, you're on that level,
Okay.
and there are 2 sets of iron steps that go down to the lower right hand side of the room. Down there is all the generator and heating equipment. The room is, if you thought the command center was hot and steamy, this room is like a sauna. It's absolutely sweltering. But this does not look right. The place is filled with weird, sort of almost natural structures over the walls and on the floors. And in the shadows, almost stuck within the structures, you can see, well, quite a lot of people.
Hmm.
And these are all on the right-hand side on the lower level.
Okay.
You first.
All right. First of all, we need to. Why don't we have Merc
Yeah.
place Castle in a position where he can cover us?
You got
He's
a gun, Castle, or do you need one?
What's that?
Castle, you got a gun, or do you need one?
I got one from earlier.
Yeah,
So.
you've still got all your kit, Doug.
All right. Excellent.
All right, I'm gonna sit you down like right in the doorway.
Right. He can't keep up, so that's the best use.
Right.
of him
Well,
right
that's
now.
what I was
It's a
thinking.
good thing we didn't bring that hand truck, Lieutenant.
And I'm gonna just give Castle a pat on the shoulders, like, "You got this, man. I'll see you later." And then, also,
well, that
actually,
and
with
being
that,
a droid, they probably won't even mess with him anymore.
with that, also, I'm gonna pass him one of my things.
Okay.
I'm gonna just give him a directional line because I have two of them. So if
I've got two as well.
oh, then fuck yeah, I'll keep it then.
Right.
You need
Okay.
this? No, okay, fine.
All right.
They work like claymores, if you know what a claymore is.
Yeah.
You place them and they explode in a certain direction.
Mhm.
This side towards
Pitt,
enemy.
your heavy weapons, I want you up front. Hetmeyer, what are you carrying?
I actually am armed. I do have a pulse rifle and
Okay.
a sidearm and a knife. So
All right. Merc, Hetmeyer, I'll go ahead of you. And you two bring up the rear. Watch the ceilings.
So did they place me like right outside? Like where did you guys place me? Like right?
I think I like in the hallway, like in I don't know if there's like a hallway between the
There isn't, but you can prop them against the wall
Yeah.
right by the door if you want.
the doorway, like
Yeah, so like right inside the doorway.
yeah.
Okay.
So this way you can see both directions.
Right.
Right. Yep. Okay. Are you going down to the lower level? That's where all these people seem to be.
Cautiously, watching every nook and cranny, trying to watch
Okay.
the shadows if we can. It's sweating balls in here.
So could the person with the best observation skill please make a roll, but at -2 dice because this place is very steamy. Was that?
Observation is 2.
yeah, I think that was still me. That was 6.
Yeah. So you.
Yeah, because I don't have any.
All right. But you said that was at
-2 dice.
-2. Okay.
Yeah, and then you roll all your stress dice as well.
Oh yes, all the stress dice.
Yeah, that's the problem.
That is the problem. All right. Well, I got one success, but I did also get a 1 on one of my stress dice.
Okay, so roll panic.
That will be 8 total.
8. You start to tremble because as you're sort of going into this room, there are people here, and some of them they look grim and horrible. You start to tremble. All skill rolls using agility are at -2 until you can stop the panic. And there are ways of doing that.
Merc, stay close to her.
So that panic can be relieved by someone using a command roll with you to calm you down, or you're broken, or after a turn passes. So you'll be panicked for 5 minutes unless somebody can calm you down.
I can see people in here. They don't look good.
Now you think there's a total probably of 8 people. If you're going down onto the lower area, the first person you come to, you see strung up is Sergeant Diggins. He's dead. He's got a huge hole in his chest. And he's most certainly dead. Next to him, you see Private Watney. She's in exactly the same state. Again, there's a hole in her chest. Relatively fresh, actually. Not instant, not moments ago, but not hours ago.
I was going to say, last time we checked, they were still alive, I think. Or
No, they were both
No, Lonnie's
flatlined.
been dead.
Oh, they were both flatlined? Okay.
Yeah.
As you move further along, you see on the left Private Kim, who is dead. You can't see any particular wounds on him, but he's definitely dead. And then on the right-hand side, there's more people further along, but on the right-hand side, strung up, you can see Schiaparelli. And he seems to be unconscious, but but there's no hole in his chest or anything like that. You can also see kind of like egg-shaped cocoon things with their tops open around the floor here as well.
Ew.
Oh, indeed.
I'm going to start getting Chaparelli down then.
Okay, you go up to him and you kind of sort of, I mean, he's barely alive. He's very, very weak. He opens his eyes and just says, "Kill me. Just kill me. Kill me. Quickly, kill me."
What rank is Chaparelli again?
He's a private.
He's not higher than me, is he? Easy.
Nope.
I don't know the ranking system.
It's as low as it goes.
Yeah.
You're not.
he's a
You're a
private,
corporal, so
You're not much above him, but you're still above him.
Yeah.
I'm gonna pull a pistol then and aim. I was like, Lieutenant.
What?
yeah.
What? You can't just you. Are you serious?
He's asking for it.
Do you see these other bodies over here?
But you can't just be. You can't just.
Yes, we can.
What?
I'm gonna cock it.
If it was me up there, I'd want you to do the same thing. Do it, Merc.
Pull the trigger.
Okay. You don't need to make a roll for that. It's pretty grim though, Merc. I think you take a point of stress for that.
That's cool.
You've just put down one of your friends.
Was
It's
he a
cool.
friend?
That's cool.
That's cool.
I'm good, you know.
It's fine. Everything's okay.
Never
My
liked him
Merc has the
anyway.
shades on, so you can't see the eyes, and the eyes are just like wide.
Okay. There are 4 more people further down the room at the far end. You don't recognize any of them. They're all dead. They've all been dead for a little while. In a similar state, they've all got holes in their chests where their hearts should be. But they've been dead for days.
Yeah. All these pods have been opened, right?
Yes, there are no unopened pods yet.
Okay. Strange.
There's nobody left alive here, Lieutenant. Can we just get what we came here for and get the hell out of here?
We got to find this queen,
Can,
and then we can get out of here, guys.
can I see what's going on in this room from my vantage point?
It's a bit murky, but yeah, and obviously you'll have heard the gunshot, of course.
Okay. Can I? I'm still propped up against the wall.
Yep.
Can I? I'm gonna move myself away from like the room, out of the door, and can I shut the door behind me?
Yes, you can.
All right, that's what I'm gonna do.
Okay. The door won't be locked if you do that. You need a comtech roll to lock it if you wanted to lock it.
Yeah. Can I try to lock it?
You're gonna lock us in? You
Can I see through the door though?
We're playing aliens.
Yeah,
Are we abiding by our normal family-friendly rules here, Doug, since we're playing aliens?
I'm just saying, if I can see through the door, and
I'm just wondering if I'm allowed to call you the words I want to call you right now.
I mean, I've already cursed a lot already. I mean, you probably wouldn't mind a little more editing.
Yeah. How do I roll for contact to?
So it's a comtech roll.
Yeah.
There is a little triangular window
Contact, okay.
in it. Yep, and obviously include your relevant stat as well.
Yeah. It's only 4, so yeah, it doesn't succeed.
Okay, you can try again next round, but I think we probably want to go into initiative here to see what everyone else wants to do.
Bitch.
So everyone, please roll a d6 and add your agility. I don't know why I'm rolling.
Why?
7.
Why do you keep getting the same freaking number?
Also 7.
5.
Oh, I've got my agility too. I'm rolling for initiative.
Yep.
That's
You get a turn, you jerk.
So was that 12? Castle?
Yeah.
Okay, so
Yeah.
you go first. You get another
I also
chance.
got a 5.
Okay.
Stupid speed.
So I'm gonna try to lock them in, and I got 1 success on that. Yes.
Okay, you've managed to lock it. I mean, you don't know how hard it's going to be for them to undo that, but it is certainly locked for the moment.
Okay.
7s, I think, were next one. There was that Pitt and Hetmeyer.
Yep.
And who's got the higher agility of you?
No, I had a 7.
Oh, sorry.
Oh.
Yeah, Randall and Hetmeyer.
Right. Well, right now I'm at a negative to my agility, so it's only a 1.
Okay, Randall, you go first.
Okay. Yeah, son of a. I'm going up to the door. I know it might take a whole turn to get up there, but I'm going up to the door.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, it does take you your whole action to run up to the door because you're at the
Yep.
far end of the room.
I'm just gonna peer into and look at him straight faced.
You're gonna do one of these numbers where you.
I'm just looking at him without any emotion or anything.
Son of a. I knew it.
Okay,
Oh!
I think we can probably drop out of initiative here actually because unless you're going to be. Well, no, let's finish the round actually. Yeah, let's finish the round. So, Hetmeyer, your action.
All right. Yeah, it'll probably take me the whole turn to get up to the door as well, right?
Yeah.
Right. Well, I probably also have a better chance of opening it, so I'm going to go up to the
Right.
door as well.
Yep.
I assume your comms tech skills are pretty high.
Pretty
up
good,
there.
yeah.
Okay, Merc and Pit, were you both 5?
Yeah.
Okay, higher agility of the two of you?
I think we both have the same agility at 4.
Yeah,
okay.
You can go first.
I'm going to switch out my pulse rifle for my incendiary unit.
Yep.
And I'm just going to walk around with it, just like expecting the area because they're going up to the door. I'm going to just stay and like make sure there's nothing here. And if there is, I'm going to set it on fire. So.
Yep. Okay, cool. That can count as Overwatch if you like for the room.
Okay.
Yep. I'm doing basically the same thing. I'm going to take a few steps back from Merc, so I'm not in her path of fire, and I'm just going to be an Overwatch on the body area, like where all the eggs and stuff were.
Right. Okay. Cool.
Because I can't help with the door.
I think we got this. As soon as that door opens, I've got aim on this sucker.
Okay, Castle, it's your action. What do you want to do?
Can I reinforce the door so that it doesn't open up anymore? Can I like shoot the panel so that it's closed shut? Is this like I don't know how mechanics work.
Standard action movie.
I want
trope.
to try to reinforce the door from opening any further.
Okay, I'll let you make a ranged combat roll
Okay.
to blast the control panel next to you. And
Okay.
if you get if you succeed, you fry the electronics.
Okay.
So they'll have to bash the door down.
After 9. Let's see here.
Was there any other way out of this room?
There is another door that takes up to the warehouse, but that looks locked as well.
Okay.
That's 2 successes.
Okay. On the inside, you can see Castle unhitch his pulse rifle and fire off half a clip into the control panel. The control panel on your side explodes just as Hetmeyer is about to get to it. And sparks fizz off it. Yeah, you're not going to be able to use that to open the door.
Road.
But so there is another door there, which is the large door that goes up to the warehouse, but that's also locked.
That's what I'm thinking. Like, Hetmeyer, maybe you should be finding us a way around instead of back through.
Yes, I'm seeing that now.
Also, Merc, you grew up with this guy. Did you never see him get cut?
No. I mean, we started the Marines together. That's about it.
You have definitely seen Castle bleed red before.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Well, let me retcon that. Yeah, he used to be human. Like we got in a fight once and I punched him in the face and he got a bloody nose and it was red.
So this isn't even your castle. This is he's just been replaced. They swapped out our guy.
Oh my God, it's Bishop Whalen all over again.
Nope.
And I'm gonna, I guess, and I don't see any movement at all in this room at all, right?
You don't. But you do notice that Schiaparelli's body is beginning to convulse a little.
I'm gonna set it on fire.
With fire.
Yeah. Yeah. Make a roll just in case you
Okay.
panic.
Is it the ranged combat?
So it'd be ranged combat plus the incinerator unit. Does that get a bonus?
It gets no, it does not get a bonus.
Nope, no bonus for that. And then
My 4 stress.
your 4 stress. Yeah.
Okay. I got. Wow, why are you like this? I got no successes, and I got a 1 on my stress die. However, I have overkill as a talent.
Okay, that depends how badly you panic.
Okay.
So you need to make a panic roll.
And what's that roll again? Is it just
roll d6 and then add 4, which is the number of stress dice you've got?
That's a 9.
9. Okay. You turn around to fire your incinerator at it. You pull the trigger, and just like McCready in the Thing, it goes poof, poof, and doesn't burst. And you panic and drop it as this thing. You see the blood begin to splatter on Schiaparelli's chest.
Ooh. I'm gonna try to. I guess as soon as I drop, I'm like shit.
So you take another point of stress. Now you and Pitt are both watching this.
Yes.
Everyone else is busy. You've never seen something burst out through somebody's chest before, and this is pretty damn grim. So you both need to make another panic roll.
Okay. I got 1-1.
No, sorry. So you need to roll d6 and add your stress to it. So it's a panic.
Oh, that's
roll.
just
Yes. You might panic automatically with this one.
Oh, I got a 9.
9.
6. I got 6.
Okay, you managed to hold it together, Merc. But your incinerator unit is now on the floor at your feet, and its cartridge is empty, so you need to reload it before you can use it. Pitt, you drop your gun basically. I mean, it's attached to you, but you'll still need to use a quick action.
So I just let it go.
Yeah, you let it go, and it's kind of swung around behind you.
Yeah, it's like,
so you've now got
on the back of the harness. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm gonna just take my gun then, and just whenever it gets my turn.
But Pitt, you also take an extra point of stress.
Oh, jeez.
And it's initiative time because this little creature has burst out of Schiaparelli and goes before it decides to run at somebody.
6.
10.
I got a 10 this time too.
Will you stop copying me?
Yeah. me and Merc, we got this now. We got this. We're panicking, but we got it.
I mean, you're panicking, but
Yep.
I don't know if I need to roll initiative, but I have a 9.
Okay. Yeah, you can still take actions if you wish to, but entirely up to you, Doug. So 10s go first. So your first action will be to recover your gun.
Yeah, I'm just gonna grab my gun, bring it back around,
and then
can I do anything after that?
Yes, because you get 2 actions. So you get a fast action, which will be recovering your gun, and a slow action, which will be firing.
I'm gonna open fire on that little leathery bugger because I've killed one before and I can do it again.
Okay, this one is it's dark and it's small, so you get -2 dice on your roll to hit this guy.
So range combat. Is it close or is it far enough away to be ranged combat?
Yeah. So if you're firing a gun, it's always ranged. Okay. Yeah.
Oh, all right. So
close combat is basically melee.
Down by 2 is 5. 4, 5, and I've got 4 stress dice now. Jeez. I got nothing. Can I push that?
If you didn't roll a stress, yes. So you can reroll, but you then have to reroll the stress dice as well.
Yeah. Okay. So I'm rerolling stress dice as well. Okay.
Reroll the lot. Yeah. But take an extra stress for that. When you push, you take an extra stress. Sorry, and you get to roll it.
Yeah, I just did. Okay, so still no successes, and I rolled 2 1s on my stress dice.
Oh no!
Very badly wrong. Okay, you need to make 2 panic rolls now at +5. I think you've got 5 stress.
I'm 5 stress now,
and tell me the worst one of the 2.
11.
11. Okay, you don't have overkill as your talent, do you? You have
I do not.
No.
I have battery. Yeah.
Okay. Seek cover. So you panic, and your next action is to run from the danger. You must, if you can, find a safe spot Your
Okay.
stress level goes down by 1, so put one of those dice away.
Huzzah!
Um, But the stress level of Merc, who's right next to you, goes up by 1 because she's panicking.
Thanks.
You're welcome, Merc.
But Merc,
Yeah.
for this roll, don't use that dice because your actions are effectively simultaneous.
Okay.
But that you'll have that after
I
this.
put it
roll.
off to the side as it's
Yeah.
there, but not right now.
It's there looking at you.
It's
So-
there
Looking at you.
taunting me.
Yeah.
Okay, so Merc, your actions.
All right, I'm just gonna swing my pulse rifle around. I know my incendiary's on the ground. I'll get that later. And just fire my pulse at it.
Yep. Okay, again, it's -2 dice for you in the same vein as it was for Pip
Oh.
because it's a small target.
Cool. So that's usually 5, so that'd be 3. Oh, and then I get a +1, so that means I would get an extra dice for my pulse. Is that right?
Absolutely, yes.
Okay, so that instead that's 4, and then all my 5 stress.
Is that before your extra one?
Yes, that's before my extra one.
Okay, all right. You guys need to rest badly.
Okay, so I got 2 successes and 1 on the stress die. No, I got 2 on the stress die.
So what? 2 1s on the stress die.
But I got 2 successes overall.
Okay, so you need to roll for panic twice, adding 5, and if you get 10 or more, you fail in the action.
Mhm.
If you
But
get 9 or
I have
9 or less, you succeed. Pardon?
I do have overkill, so I don't know.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I mean, go. Yeah, either get high or get low. Would be
Okay.
your option here.
Ooh, so that's a 6 on that die, so +5, that's 11.
11. Okay, so that means you can invoke overkill.
I'm just gonna go just like unleashed into this little tiny thing.
So with that action, you've basically emptied your clip into that creature.
An entire 99 round clip.
So that was two points of it was 2 successes, wasn't it? So the damage of your pulse rifle is 2.
Uh-huh.
The second success you can convert into 1 point of damage, or you can do a stunt with it, like knock it backwards, or make it fall over or something.
I just wanted to I guess as it's jumping out at us, I'm gonna shoot it and just slam it into the wall.
So you want to blast it back with a stunt rather than take extra damage.
Yeah.
Yep. Okay, that's cool. It has 2 points of armor, so it's going to try and mitigate your hits, which it does. You've blown it back, but you can kind of see that the bullets, when you just basically sprayed the area with a thing and kind of missed it entirely, but in the blast you forced it back a little bit, so it's further away than it was.
Am I able to yell at the rest of them up top?
I think they're understanding what's going on. I suspect. That was 7s, wasn't it?
That was 10s.
10, sorry. So 9s, 8s, 7s. Okay, the little creature gets to act now. So he recovers from his dodging your barrage of ammo and is making himself ready to attack one of you two.
Cool.
But that's his action for now. He gets another action later on in the turn. 6s?
That'd be me.
There you
Okay.
go. Hetmeyer.
Hetmeyer, what's your action?
I'm gonna try to book it for the other door.
Yeah, you can give me a contact roll to try and open that door,
All right.
which will be to unlock it. That will be your action to unlock it.
Right. All right. So that's 5 plus my mini stress. Let's see what I get. Okay. Well, I got 4 successes and one on my stress die.
Okay. What you need to do is make sure that you don't panic with that stress die. So roll a d6, add your stress, and get low.
Okay, so that ended up only being 5.
5. Okay, you keep it together. With those 4 successes, you've basically played it like a piano. You've unlocked it. You can open it if you want. You can turn the lights on in the corridor. 4 successes is epic. That doesn't happen very often.
Nice.
Right. Beautiful like runway of this is
Alexa, do all the things.
So these doors are open like a concertina. So they're very big, they're very high. That it's about 15 foot wide, this corridor, maybe even a bit further. And they start opening. Lights come on inside the tunnel, and there is a creature in it.
Ah!
course
Oh,
there is.
But it's quite. It looks like the other one that you saw, but it's small. And it's carrying one of those leathery egg things. Randall, were you on the same initiative as Hetmeyer?
Yeah.
Yep. So it's your action.
All right. My instant reaction, being one to guard her while she's doing that, is to go ahead and shoot.
Yep. Okay. That's fine. It's just a normal ranged combat.
All right. So let's see. That's 2 plus 4 plus 1 plus my stress. All right. See, 3 successes and 1 on my stress die.
Okay. So roll for your panic to see
8.
how.
8 for my panic.
8. You start to tremble. From now on, you'll get -2 to any agility rolls, but you hold it together to fire the shot.
Okay.
So you had what? 3 successes, was it?
3 successes.
Okay, you hit with those 3 successes.
Lovely.
So this is a pulse rifle.
Correct. So,
Okay. So you get 2 damage for the first success, and then you get 2 other successes. That you can either convert into damage or you can make into a stunt.
So the first one I'll convert to damage, and the second one I'll do a stunt to knock it backwards.
Yep. Okay, so you get damage there. It has some armor. Okay, one point of the damage goes through, and it falls backwards, dropping this leathery egg thing on the ground. It squeals in pain, and it turns and runs.
Lovely.
If only they all did that.
All right. So you said we get
Okay.
2 actions. Or
So
was
you can
that-
you've now got a move of you've now got a fast action, which can be like moving, or you can't fire again because that's a
Right.
slow action.
I'll just cover. I'll cover Hetmeyer and motion to the others to come in and follow us.
Yep. Okay. So
Retreat.
the next action is the chestburster again, who is going to attack either Merc or Pitt. So on a 1, 2, or 3, it will be Merc. It's Merc. So the little thing. So if you could roll 1d6 for me,
Just okay,
and this will dictate what signature attack it uses against you.
2.
2. Okay, it's hang on 1 second. Its first desire is to get away, and it disappears, running off down the generator room to the far end into the darkness. You can hear it skittering away, but you can't see it anymore. So,
Cool.
Doug, is there any action you want to take on this combat round?
Yeah, I want to see if I can find something like a crutch to like prop myself up so I can be a little more mobile.
No, you can't, I'm afraid.
Okay.
Hey, you just keep crawling there, Castle.
You can
Yeah,
you can hop along the wall, but if you're going across an open space, then you are kind of on.
Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna start I'm gonna try to make my way up to where I know that they're coming out. So hopefully I can, instead of I'm assuming that is it on across, or I guess where are they? Is there a way for me to get to closer to where they're at only by not going into that room?
Yes, so there is a tunnel, a door, the door on the left hand side here that, from your look at the map, showed that it goes through into the warehouse.
Okay.
And then that's where the wide maintenance tunnel that they've just opened the door to, that joins into that same warehouse.
Okay.
So you can hobble in that direction.
Hobble that direction.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. It all goes quiet. That little creature has disappeared into the dark, and you can't hear anything. The alien that was in the maintenance tunnel, you can still hear it running away with the odd squeal. And there's an egg thing lying on the floor in that maintenance tunnel where the alien dropped it.
I want to light it on fire.
Yeah, I'm gonna pick up my incendiary round and like start heading that way then.
Yep. Okay, so Merc, you have to reload your incinerator, so that's one reload less you've got left.
Doing it.
Randall, yes, you can just incinerate that if you've got an incinerator.
Yes, I do.
I won't make you roll for that.
Okay.
Yeah, you burn it up. It dies.
Okay,
You do hear a horrid, pained, squealing noise from inside, and you can see there's something struggling inside trying to get out, but obviously it can't. And slowly that squealing noise subsides, to be replaced with a dull, angry, quiet kind of noise.
Nice.
Sort of coming from, well, kind of everywhere, really.
Gonna say that's not the noise from the egg. That's the noise of something mad about the egg being on fire.
Have we caught up to the rest of the group now at the maintenance?
Yep, you're all at the entrance of that maintenance corridor. Yeah, and it's a big long corridor. There's a slight bend at the start, and then it goes straight, and you can see it. It's dark at the other end, but you can see from the shadows that it opens up into what looks like a much bigger chamber.
Hetmeyer, can you close those doors behind us so that thing it doesn't follow us?
Oh yeah, for sure.
Yeah, you don't need to do a contact roll for that. You can just shut them, unless you're worried about the alien pressing the open
Pushes
button.
the door close button.
Yeah, but it was locked before, so.
Right.
All right, so let's kind of, why don't we stay in a group and not take flanking positions or anything like that? Let's kind of huddle together.
Back to back.
Yeah.
For
Right.
security,
Look.
not panic.
Look,
So
Not panic. I'm still cool. I'm calm. I'm good.
Randall,
I panicked.
Randall, I know that your orders were to try to capture one of these things, but how on earth do you think that's going to work? We just need to get
Yeah.
out of here.
Yeah, let's well, we can't go back the other way, so we got to go through here. Let's leave and regroup our forces or something.
Let's just clearly Castle can't be trusted. We've left him behind. We just need to, those of us who are left just need to get out of here.
So
We have all the data from this place that we need. We just need to leave.
So that hissing dies down a bit, and it all goes quiet as you're at the end with that door, that closed door. You think you could potentially risk taking 5 minutes to take a breather here and rest?
I think
Okay.
that's a great plan.
Yeah.
Are we? Is that burnt egg is on the other side of the door now?
No.
No, you're in the same location as
In
the
same
burnt
room
egg.
with the burnt egg.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. I'm gonna stomp on it a bit, and then
It's
Sure,
definitely
to make
dead.
sure.
Just for good
Yeah.
measure.
Yeah.
So what happens
Just-
when we take a rest?
You will regain. You would normally regain 1 stress, but because you've got Pitt with his banter ability,
Yes, we trade
You-
banter back and forth.
you all reduce 2 stress, but it takes
Awesome.
takes 5 minutes. So I'm gonna see what Doug wants to do. So I Randall, Merc, Pitt, and Hetmeyer, just take your earphones off for a sec, and I'll
Yep.
wave when you can come back in. And Castle, you've got a few actions if you want to do stuff,
Okay.
but I'm going to suggest that you let them have their 5 minutes to rest rather than go and just shoot them whilst they're resting,
Right.
if that's okay.
Yeah, no, it's exactly what I was thinking. Let me think here. So am I going to rejoin with them? Or I guess
Yes, you're both those corridors, the corridor that you're going through and the one that they're on, both join at the southern end of that warehouse.
Okay.
They both come into the warehouse in separate places on its southern wall.
Okay. Is there a door between us that I can shut? Like basically my plan is to try to pretty much enclose them with whatever alien queen is there, so I can observe. Because
Okay,
my mission was to it's a test to
Observe the combat.
observe the combat
Yeah.
and then report back. So basically, I want to try to watch them, try to take on these xenomorphs and the queen, and then try to be the last one surviving so I can leave and report back.
Okay, that sounds cool. At the end of the corridor that you're on from the control room, there is another bulkhead. It does have another triangular window in it, and
Okay.
that looks into the warehouse.
Okay.
Also, so you can secure that in the same way that you secured the last one.
Okay.
Also, in the control room, there are camera systems, so you could always take the recording, as it were, after the event.
Okay. That's
but you can secure them in there. There is also a door. The only other door out of that warehouse. So there's a gap on one side which leads into the unexcavated area. And as you are securing that door, you see this alien that was shot run and go into that area.
Okay.
The only other door in the warehouse is a very large door at the north end, which obviously goes out to the exit, to the big doors that you saw on the outside of the station. Otherwise, this warehouse is quite big. It's got some boxes. Otherwise, it's quite a big open space for you to watch them fighting.
Okay. All right. So they do have some multiple ways of leaving the warehouse.
There are, yes, but you would, yeah. I mean, if they go into the unexcavated area, or the area that's still roughly hewn, then you think they might be running into where the aliens are living, probably.
Right,
So that might be a bad thing.
Okay. Okay.
But I think you can set that up. I think, yes, I'll give you that.
Okay.
Okay.
Then, yeah. Okay. Sounds good.
Cool. Everyone back in? Cool. Do we have everyone back online?
I think so.
Oh,
I am.
Jason's coming.
Good.
There he
Yep.
is.
Okay, so you've had your 5 minutes break. You all feel a little bit better. You've made a bit of a banter. There hasn't been any more noise. It's gone eerily, but I guess in one sense very nicely quiet for you. But there you are at the end of that corridor. So your action, please.
You're muted, Jason.
Yeah.
There you go.
I'm just gonna, while we were bantering, I'm just gonna have checked out that disgusting egg thing just to see what was inside it, because I've never seen one of these things before, so I want to make sure I know what the hell they look like for the next time.
Okay. You can. It takes a bit of an effort to cut this thing open.
Use my combat knife.
And when you do it, I mean, this is dead. When you do it, there isn't any acid blood. So
You never thought about that. That's a good thing.
the yellow blood comes out, but it's not acidic. And inside there's another one of those creatures that looks similar to the thing you fleetingly saw before you shot it, two giant hands with big, like a giant spider with a long tail. Exactly, yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
But it's dead. Yeah.
Another stab for good measure.
All right, Pitts. Stop playing with your toy. Let's move on, guys. Let's get the hell out of here.
Yes, agreed.
Okay. Are you trying to be stealthy or are you just trying to be quick?
Oh no, we're cautious and stealthy.
Okay, I need a mobility roll from the person with the lowest mobility score, then, please.
My score is
Probably me.
5.
I have a 0. Well, 4 with my agility, but
Yeah, you add your agility to it. Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's your agility plus your mobility is your
Okay.
Still
dice
have a
score.
negative whatever that like we did earlier, or no, that was something else. Sorry.
No, so if you've got any panic effects like -2 agility, resting has taken that away.
Right.
Okay.
So those panic effects have now gone.
So mine's 5. So
That's
4.
four for Hetmeyer, 5. Okay, so the lowest then is that Hetmeyer.
Yep, 4.
Okay, so Hetmeyer, if you could then make a mobility roll, you do need to include your stress dice.
Yay.
stupid stress dice.
At least there are less of them now.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
I'm very happy to have only 2 instead of 5.
you
Right.
have 2, really? Wait, how did you? Wait, you got
I
less.
only have 2.
I got 2 successes.
And no panics.
No panics.
Okay, cool. Yeah, as a group, you move pretty well down this corridor, and
We've done this before.
it eventually opens out into the southern end of a large warehouse. There's right at the far end, there is another door similar to the one that you just come through. There's an opening on the right hand side in the wall, which seems to go through to what was some of the unexcavated areas, the bits that they'd excavated, but they didn't then turn into the base. So it's kind of like a cavern in there. There's a door on the left, on the same wall that you've come through, and you can see that the panel to that door is smoking and fizzing as if it's been electronically shocked or blasted. That bulkhead is shut, and through the gap in the wall on the right hand side, you can hear, not very far away, some scuttling noises, some heavy scuttling noises, and the odd kind of like alien squeal getting closer.
Wait,
Can I have
actually-
an observation roll, please, from the person with the best observation?
Not it.
I have a 2, or well, sorry, a 5.
Hold on. Observation. I have 3 total.
I have 3 total.
Oh, okay. It sounds like I'm doing this one then.
Okay, yep.
I have 6.
Okay, yep. So please roll.
Let me see what I get. Oh, I got 2 successes but 1 panic.
Okay, so make a panic roll, please.
Total of 4.
Well, you're okay. This place is really eerie. You can see that there are sort of shadows and things around. There are some of those. There are boxes with what look like some of those egg things in them that you can't really see. But you do notice on the far side, coming from in between a big pile of boxes, something that looks very similar to the creature that you saw very quickly drop out and take Castle into the pipes, but it's bigger.
Oof.
Oh, great.
It's
And
the
it-
pain.
It's not enormous. It looks very similar to the last thing you had, but it is bigger. And as it comes forward, it lets out an enormous squeal. And I think you probably need to go into initiative.
Oh, geez.
Ooh, 6. I got 10.
I got 6.
Haha, I got a 10 this time, Morgan.
Oh, finally.
Nice.
Hey. Okay, this thing has been alerted to the fact that you're down there, although it hasn't seen you particularly. But the little creature that you shot that was running away was squealing, "Intruders! Intruders!" effectively,
Basically, yeah.
in alien language. So its first action, it kind of pauses. You can kind of see it. You can't see all of it. It stood between 2 piles of metal crate. But it pauses, hissing quietly, but kind of all the more threatening for how quiet it is. It looks like it's thinking, or I don't know, maybe giving silent orders. And you're quite a long way away, but if you'd been any closer, you think this would have been particularly terrifying to witness.
Dave, can I get you to switch your mic? It seems like it's acting up.
Okay, hang on. How is that? Is that any better? That's crap. Okay, is that any better at all? Okay? I think I'm. Let's try that one. Okay, is that any better?
Oh my god, yeah.
Yep,
Yeah.
that's better.
Yay!
Good. Is that just happened now? Has that been like that forever?
It's like
a couple minutes.
like a minute or so.
All right. Okay. Don't know what happened there. Sorry about that. Yes. So tens actions.
Okay, that's me and Pitt. So, Pitt, I command you to go first.
Oh, I hate being in the military.
Don't
All
worry.
right.
You might not be for much longer.
Yeah, it might not be for much longer. Yeah. Yeah, I will step to the front and unload on this little beggar.
Okay. Yeah. It's within range of your rifle. So yeah, unload. Good luck.
7 and my stress dice. I'm so glad they're down to 2 now. Yes, no stress. 1, 2, 3 successes.
Okay. So the first success does 3 damage. Is it?
Yes, 3 from the smart
Yep.
gun.
And then you have 2 other successes beyond that. What do you wish to use them for?
I will add 1 more to damage.
That's 4 damage. Yep.
And can I blow off a leg with
No.
the stunt dice? No?
No.
Okay, I'll just add another 1 to damage then. We'll just go all
Okay.
damage.
Yes, that's 5 points of damage. He does have some armor. You unload your gun on him. You're not sure you did any damage to him at all, and
Oh, that's not good.
it squeals in frustration and anger rather than pain, and its action on 10s. I think Randall, you go first.
Okay. Yeah, I'm going to take a shot at it as well with the pulse rifle. So that is 4, 5, 6 plus 1, 7. Plus my 2 stress. Don't forget those. Get off my keyboard. There we go. All right. So no panic. We have 1, 2, 3, 4 successes
Nice.
With a pulse rifle.
with the pulse rifle.
Okay, so that's 2 damage from the first success, and you have 3 other successes to do stuff with.
I just put them all into damage.
Okay, they all convert to 1 extra damage. That's 5 damage you're dealing.
Nice. I'll take it.
Okay, I mean, you definitely hit it.
And then can I take a position behind a crate?
Yeah.
Okay. So I kind of get down behind a crate and wait for my next turn.
Okay. It acts on 10s as well, and it's charging in your direction whilst squealing at the top of its lungs. So it's going to cover about half the distance.
Yep.
Before you get to act on 9s. Anybody on 9s? 8s, 7s, 6. Okay, Merc, your action. This thing is tearing across this ground faster than you can imagine, running in your direction.
All right, I'm just gonna have the incendiary round just pointed at it and just gonna fire.
With your pulse rifle.
No, with the incendiary.
Okay, you're out of range for the incinerator at the moment.
Oh, mine is that long instead of medium?
So the range the incinerator unit is medium range, which is up to about 25 meters. It's still out of that range at the moment.
Okay, well then I'm gonna step out with my pulse because I would have reloaded in the rest time that we had, and then.
Yep, that's cool.
All right, so then I'm gonna shoot it with my pulse.
Yep. Okay, make an attack.
So that's 4, 5, 1 for the pulse, all 4 stress. Two successes, and no ones at anywhere.
Okay. You can push that if you wanted to, but you're taking extra stress, and you then run the risk of panicking. But
I think I'm gonna stay with that for now.
Okay. Okay. So the damage is 2 from the pulse rifle. Are you adding your extra 1 just to damage?
I'm going to. Yeah, I'm just gonna add straight to damage.
Okay. So. Okay, you hit it, but it doesn't seem to do any appreciable damage at all. Okay, anyone else still got an action left? Okay, Petmeyer.
I would like to dive behind a box or something to just hide. I would like to hide.
You can do that, absolutely. Its third action is now to close the distance between you. Sorry?
I was like, wait, what was the second action?
So its first action was squealing. Its second action was to charge at you. Its third action was to charge at you.
Okay.
You get a sense that this is kind of like a super drone. This is an alien this is a guardian.
I wouldn't use the word super.
So the next round, it goes on 12s. So it's going to attack one of you. So there's 4 of you. but I think there's two of you out in the open, so it's going to go for either Merc or Pit. So 1, 2, 3 will be Merc. It's Pit.
Ah,
So Pit, did you wish to make? Well, did you wish to? I'm sure you don't. Would you please make a D6 roll for its signature attack?
Stop spinning. 6.
6. Okay, that's not great.
oh.
The one time I roll a 6.
And it leaps upon you, grabs you by the shoulders. Its outer jaw is already wide open. Its inner jaw is already out, sensing prey, and it tries to smash this into your head. So it attacks with a lot of dice.
Oh.
We only gets 1 success, so it does 2 damage, but you get armor to mitigate that.
Yes.
So roll your armor. You need to stop it, otherwise it's very bad.
Do I roll as many dice as I have for an armor rating?
Yes. So I think you should have 6 as a marine.
6, yeah.
And you need 2 6s.
Big bucks, no whammies. 2 6s.
Okay. Right. This thing is smashed into your helmet. The helmet takes the blow. You take no damage. You sense that if your helmet hadn't saved you, you would have been dead now.
Jesus.
And it's got holding you by the shoulders. But it's enormous. This is like 8 or 9 foot tall. It's absolutely towering. 10s for actions.
That's me and Pitt.
Yeah, me and Pitt. Yeah.
Okay.
So Pitt, go ahead. I feel bad. Go ahead, buddy.
I probably cannot use my smart gun at this range.
No, absolutely not.
Okay, I will personally, as a player, panic. Jeez. I will. Can I pull out the shotgun and take a shot at it?
You can, yes. It's at -3 because you're at such close combat range, but you can definitely try. Yeah.
I cannot think of anything else intelligent to do right now because of the panic of personal panic, and I will do that. So let's see. That's 4, 7 minus 2 is 5 plus 2 for the gun puts me back at 7. 7 and 2 stress dice. 1 success.
And no panic.
No panic, thankfully.
So the shotgun does 3 damage with the 1 success.
Yes.
It is obviously a scatter shot weapon. It's less effective against armor. Okay, but 2 of those go through.
Yay!
You manage it. It's holding onto. You manage to pull the shotgun up and sort of fire it almost under its chin. You blow a chunk of its carapace away, a chunk of its face. A lot of blood comes out.
Oh crap!
You did 3 damage. 2 went through. You take a 12 dice acid splash hit.
Oh no! I forgot about that part.
Acid is pouring down on you.
Oh boy!
But you only take 1 point of damage. Oh no, sorry, 2 points of damage, which you can try and mitigate with your armor.
I will roll that right now. And I mitigate none of it.
Okay, so none of it hits your armor. It all splashes on you. You take 2 points off your health.
Okay.
And that acid is still burning.
Oh
crap! All right.
Randall, your action.
My action. So this thing is still on top of him, moving around.
It's still holding him, basically. Yeah, he's pulled out his shotgun, fired, but it's still looking at him, and you think it's going to attack him again in its next action.
Okay. Yeah, I'm going to hopefully shoot it real well.
That's what I'm screaming. Actually, shoot it!
Make your attack then, Randall.
All right. 1 success. No panic.
Okay, so that's 2 damage for the pulse rifle.
Yep.
I don't like how many dice he gets to roll for armor.
Quite a lot, yeah.
A lot of clattering going on there.
Yeah, that's a lot of clattering.
I'm even doing it in a dice tray to try and stop the noise, but
No, it's actually very panic-inducing. So keep it up.
Okay, you hit it for 1 point of damage, goes through. more acid splashes as a result of that, and splashes on Pit, who is right next to it. Okay, Pit, you take 3 points of acid splash damage from this moment. Again, you can mitigate it with your armor if it lands on your armor.
Let's hope. 1 point of it lands on my armor.
Okay, so reduce your armor by 1 point as the acid is now eating through your armor.
Okay.
You take 2 points of health.
And that puts me down.
Are you down on 0?
Yeah, I'm down on 0.
Okay, so you're broken by that. You're basically taken out of the action.
Okay.
You may die as a result of the acid.
I'm not surprised.
So you need to make a stamina roll.
Okay.
And you need to get any successes on your stamina or the acid's killed you.
4 dice. Nope. I am a deceased Marine.
The acid is splashed across your face. It's got into your lungs. You sort of breathe in a bit.
Oh.
The alien just drops you, realizing that you're dying, and you land on the ground in a smoking heap. And will take probably a few minutes to expire, but there's no saving you, unfortunately. The alien, though, now has more targets to attack. Because you have attacked it, Randall, it's going to go for either you or Merc. So 1, 2, 3 for Randall. No, sorry, Merc. It just turns to you.
Okay.
It takes a swipe. So roll a d6 to find out what attack it makes against you.
Oh, that's cocked. A 4.
4. It doesn't really even actually turn to you. What it does is its tail swipes around and comes and strikes at you.
Oh, that's cool. That's great. That's nice.
Ooh, it hits for 4 points of damage.
Ooh.
But at the last moment, when it realizes it's going to hit, it pulls the punch. So it does 1 point of damage past your armor.
Oh, so I actually could take it. So
Take 1 point of damage instead of 4.
okay. And I'm not able to negate that with my armor at all, or?
Oh no, actually, I'm doing this wrong. So you do get to roll your armor. My mistake. Sorry. But if you don't, you need to roll 4. You need to stop all the damage, otherwise it will hit you for 1 point of damage.
Okay, so I roll 6 dice for my armor, and then 6.
That's right. Yeah.
Okay.
No, you don't roll stress for the armor. It's just straight 6 dice for your armor.
Okay. Okay, so I got 3 successes.
Okay, so it still does 1 point of damage to you, which is all it needed to do. You can feel it pump some venom into you. You immediately start to feel a bit woozy. So please make a stamina roll. Roll stamina dice.
Stamina is 7, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. All my stress.
No, don't roll stress for this.
Oh, okay.
Just
Get out of
stamina
stress.
dice. Yeah.
Ooh, I got 3 1s.
Okay, that doesn't matter.
And no 6s.
It's just okay. You immediately feel woozy. You fall to your knees and drop to your face unconscious as the venom takes hold.
Cool.
Who's left? Who's next? I think Hatmar, it's your action. I think Randall, you've had your shot, haven't you?
Yeah, I took my shot, so it's Hetmeyer.
While everybody else is busy with this thing, can I try to run away?
Which way are you going to run? So there's the big door at the far end, and there's the little bulkhead with the fizzing control panel you would have gone to open it.
I'm going to try to run to the big door. I know it's far away, but I'm just running away. I'm trying to get away from this thing.
Could you make a mobility roll, please? I guess you're going to use both your actions to sprint in that direction.
Yes, that's
just to see how well you do it, seeing
all
you're
right.
kind of under some level of panic.
Right. All right. So that's going to be 4 plus Monstrous. Okay. I got 2 successes, but I did also roll a panic die.
Okay, so roll for your panic. Let's see how that goes.
3.
3. Okay, you're, to pardon the vernacular, you're shitting it as you're running, but you keep going. It's giving you the impetus just to run like hell. Okay, it's third action this round. It turns to Randall and leaps on you.
No, it doesn't. Nope.
If you could roll a d6, please, Randall.
No.
Well, I'll roll it for you if you
A
like.
4.
Four. Okay, again, as it leaps towards you, you can see its tail coming over, and it
Yep.
lashes down in your direction to try and hit you. And it misses. The tail sort of
Wonderful.
smacks into the side of the crate beside you. The crate beside you sort of breaks apart and falls away. It was empty, nothing useful in it. We're into the next round.
Okay. Does a
Wait.
signature item do anything?
It helps you relieve stress,
Oh, it does. Okay.
but you're gonna need to spend it. You need to spend.
Yeah.
I think you need to spend a round using it.
Yeah. Okay. So I assume that I'm up next.
So it goes first, unfortunately, because it goes 3 times around being a guardian.
Oh, okay.
So you get the second action, but it does get another swipe at you. So roll d6 again for.
Yep. And here comes the tail again.
Okay, tries again. The tail's just jammed in the thing next to you.
It's got no face. It's all it can do.
Oh, that's a reasonable narrative point. Yeah. It hits you for 2 damage.
And I'll mitigate that with
Get
my.
your armor. So it's like thunked into your chest, but whether it goes through your armor or
Come
not.
on, armor. Ooh, yes, 1 success.
Okay, so it still does 1 point of damage.
Yep.
Which is enough for the venom to be injected.
Yep.
So please make a stamina roll and no stress.
All right.
And-
Manipulation, command, pilot, mobility, combat range.
So it'll be
Strength.
strength and stamina, yeah.
3, 4, 5. Okay.
And get some 6s.
2 6s.
Okay, so you know that this venom is going to get you soon enough, but you can last for another couple of rounds, you think?
Okay.
It's your action.
All right. So I am going to use my magnum this time.
Okay.
So that is close combat 1.
No, it counts as a ranged combat still.
It does count. Okay, so
A firearm, yeah.
5, 6.
At this close range, you get -3 because you're effectively in hand-to-hand almost.
Okay.
So it's difficult to get a bead, as it were.
Yep. Yeah, I'm basically just pulling it out and popping it off. This 3. All right. I get +1. Okay. One success and 1 panic.
Okay, so in effect, what you've done with the panic is gone blam, 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 blam. And you fired all the chambers. You have hit it, but also you need to roll for your panic as to see what effect it gives you.
Okay, so that's a 1 + 2, so that's 3.
No, you're okay, but in your panic, you have basically fired off all your shots, so you need to reload.
Okay.
You've hit it for 2 points of damage.
Wonderful.
Both of them go through. So it takes 2 points. It's getting quite badly battered now, but it's still up. And as you fire, a gaping hole opens up and acid splashes out from it.
If I'm going to die, I'm going to die well.
This alien's going to kill us and then bleed to death.
So it does the acid splashes down on you and does 2 points of damage, which your armor can mitigate.
And it should. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Here we go. Come on. 6s all the way. 1, 2 6s.
Okay, your armor takes 2 points of damage.
Okay,
Yes,
so
the
that
acid
goes
is-
down.
The acid has landed squarely on your arm and it's continuing to burn,
Yep.
although that might not be a problem for long.
All right, so that's 4. Okay.
It gets its third action this round,
Yep.
which is to, well, it knows it's got you, so it doesn't need to worry about you anymore. So it now decides to head off after Hetmeyer.
Oh.
Okay, Hetmeyer, you can hear this thing thundering across this warehouse. It's otherwise pretty quiet. You reach the door on your last action. It is locked, so I need a contact roll to unlock it.
All right. That's what? 5 plus my stress. All right, I got 2 successes and 1 panic.
Okay, to roll for your panic.
And I got a total of 4 on the panic.
4. Okay, you're okay. So you managed to very quickly punch the numbers. The door starts to open. You still have a move action left if you want to dive through,
I do want to dive through.
but you don't have an action to shut it.
But I will get on the other side of this door anyway.
Okay, you've dived through. The next round, the alien goes first and closes the distance to the door, but it's still on the other side. It's Randall's action. Randall, you can feel yourself beginning to sway, but the venom hasn't taken you yet. Your action.
Okay. I'm going to, in last bit desperation, hoping that Hetmeyer makes it and tells our story. I'm going to shoot it right in the back with my pulse rifle.
Yep, okay.
4.
So yeah, that's just normal. No negatives for this one because it's at a good distance for you.
Okay.
But it is then it's kind of right over the door from Hetmeyer. So it's as close as it can get without being inside the room.
Since I used my Magnum last round, I've removed 1 stress. You say it's because it's signature?
Oh, is that your signature item? Your
Yeah.
Magnum?
Yeah.
Okay. It's nice when you surprise the person who wrote the scenario. So yes, you can remove 1 stress.
Okay. Wonderful. Here we go, guys. For all the marbles.
Uh-huh.
Beautiful. So I did roll 1 success.
Okay. No panics.
No panics.
Okay. You fire off. It does take the damage. It takes 2 damage, doesn't it? So it does take 1 damage. It falls to its knees, but from the damage, the acid splashes in the direction of Hetmeyer.
Ah!
Hetmeyer is going to take an acid splash hit from this, but takes no damage. It misses you.
Whew.
Okay, the alien goes down. It's on its knees, but it's not always finished.
Ah.
And I need to find the right page. So it's trying to get you, Hetmeyer. I think you get to roll the 1d6 to see what its last action whilst breathing is, if I can find the right page.
Oh, okay.
It has a last gasp action. There it is. Right.
Explodes in a shower of acid on everyone.
Roll d6 and high is better in this situation.
4.
4.
In the middle.
The xenomorph is mortally wounded and contorts in agony. On its next initiative, it will try to kill the nearest victim and then it'll die. Does it have? It does have.
I believe that might be Hetmeyer.
It does have 1 more initiative this round. So Hetmeyer, you're there. It's there. It's last breath. Roll a d6 to see what its attack is.
Don't roll a 6. I recommend not rolling a 6.
I rolled a 2.
I wish you'd rolled 5 because that would have been perfect for this.
What it though?
Perfect for you.
Perfect
maybe.
for somebody.
But perfect narratively. I'll explain in a moment. So 1 for all. It leaps at the largest group of people. There is only the one of you. It roars a challenge at you, sweeping its arms and legs and tail through the ranks. All targets have to make a mobility roll or be knocked off your feet. So make a mobility roll, Hetmeyer.
All right.
You're good at those, right? I think you're
Not terribly. I'm like average at it.
You're like better than us, though.
Secretly, Hetmeyer's a gymnast.
I do manage to succeed and no panicking.
Oh.
Okay. You've managed to dodge it. You do have to make a panic roll anyway because of the ferocity of this attack.
Right, of course.
All of the military people are just dead, and she's not panicking.
7.
7. You start to twitch. Your stress level goes up by 1,
Oh boy.
but it dies and falls dead. The one, if it had been 5, it's called Die for the Queen, when the creature eviscerates itself and showers everybody with its own blood.
Oh
Which
my!
would have
I
been
was joking.
which would have been a really nice
That would have been
A
awesome.
really nice
Yeah.
ending, but you didn't. You ordered 2. Thanks, Amanda.
No, sorry. I had to ruin the theme there.
That survived, damn it.
It's dead. You can hear through the gap that's into the unexcavated place a lot of noise of squealing creatures and creatures approaching.
Yeah, I'm sure this whole fight attracted a ton of attention.
Randall, unfortunately, your stamina gives out and you fall to the ground unconscious.
Yep.
What are you doing, Hetmeyer?
I'd like to nope my way back to the ship and get out of here.
You can do that, yes.
That's what I'm doing.
Yeah, okay, I'll give you that. Yep.
Nope.
The aliens inside are busy taking Merc and Randall and wrapping them off to the egg chamber. And you get to escape. You get to Typhoon. Mother is Advisor Hetmeyer. Where is the rest of the crew?
They're all dead. Get us out of here. Or get me out of here.
Get us out of here.
Is that a corporate override?
Yes.
Strap in.
All right.
And they take off.
Yeah.
Okay. Sometime later, Randall and Merc, you awaken back in the generator room, strapped up next to Schiaparelli, Watley, and Diggins, knowing full well that you've got a little bit of time to have a conversation with each other before the inevitable happens.
I've
Roll.
always loved you.
Aw. Such a heartwarming revelation. Final moments together.
Roll closing credits.
What?
Well played. Well played.
Oh, yeah. Oh, that's great.
And well done, Doug, with your agenda.
I'm
Yeah,
so
well-
upset that Doug is winning this. And Amanda as well. But
Amanda,
I won too. I had to take extra stress to do it, but while Doug was getting pulled into the ceiling and I was doing my computer things, I was private messaging our lovely GM Dave here and taking care of my agenda, which was wiping my name from this shit show in the record.
Well done.
Very good. Very good. No, that was a lot of fun. Again, very thankful that Dave, you came on and ran this for us. It was so much fun.
Totally my pleasure.
I hope everyone had a great time watching it, and I hope all the players had a good time playing it. If you did enjoy this actual play, I'm going to tell you to hit the like button down below, and feel free to subscribe and be a part of the VCG community. We love to do all sorts of actual plays, and we love just showcasing RPGs and games like this, and we're so excited for our friends Dave and Matthew for being a part of this Aliens RPG, because
it's great.
they've been big fans of Free League for quite some time, and it's great to see it kind of pay off and get to see them be a part of the industry that I know that's something that they're really passionate about.
Yeah, thanks, Doug. Yeah, it's been great. I mean, I had a fantasy trajectory a few years ago when I started the podcast about where it might go, and I'm on it. So it's like, what the hell? This is working. But it's brilliant. Yeah, and thanks again for inviting me on. It's been great.
Absolutely. Well, definitely have to have you on, and maybe not GM next time. Maybe we'll actually have to have Matthew on at some point too. And
yeah, let's get Matthew
Calling
GMing.
you out, Matthew. I know you're watching right now.
Matthew wants to know why I didn't get a story point for revealing my and locking them in, and you know.
Matthew can go and be pernickety elsewhere.
Sorry.
Yeah, possibly you could probably have had a story point that would have been appropriate. Yeah, and so should have Hetmeyer actually, completing hers.
Absolutely.
So. I'm
It's
just.
all good. It's all he was just giving.
This wasn't a one shot.
I can't be the best GM 100% of the time. I've got to slip once in a while.
Oh, well, thank you. Like I said, go check out the Effekt podcast. Dave and Matthew are doing some excellent
Thank you, mate.
and it's just it's a great podcast. I love listening to it at work and hearing all about the Free League content that they're putting out. Also, if you'd like to see more Josh Melville, aka Lieutenant Randall, check out Halloweenville on YouTube.
Yes.
And if you check his channel out. You can also check out Morgan, aka Corporal Merrick, on some actual plays that we do on the show. She does Red Death on the Roll to Play Network. She also does Welcome to the Party. Basically, every single actual play online, more than likely, she's going to be a part of because she's just awesome at all.
Don't spread me too thin. Like I try not to do that.
Morgan is everywhere.
She's just doing some great actual play content with a whole bunch of people, and make sure to follow her. You can follow her on Twitter as well at I always.
You want me to say it for you?
Yes, please do that.
It's Serena Bezos. It's SIRENABESOS.
Excellent. And then if you'd like to see more of Amanda Kahl, you can check out Age of Night and her webcomic at ageofnight.com. She uploads new pages every week. And And then last but not least, Jason Hunt, part of the Chaotic Goodcast, our weekly geeky roundtable podcast show that we do that releases every Friday morning. And he's on there and contributes pretty much one of the major contributors on that podcast, and I appreciate him very much to being a part of that content. And he's also quite a few of the actual plays here on the show. All right, folks, that's going to do it for us. This has been Victory Condition Gaming, because winning shouldn't be the only victory condition when you get to the table. Now go pre-order Alien the RPG at alien-rpg.com. Remember, winning shouldn't be the only victory condition when you get to the table. We'll see you next time.